for the Czechs. Got the no title. Very nice. I like that. David Carl really looking forward to this game. Different style of opponent.
What's going on, everybody? John here with you. It's a Friday, 12/29/23. How's everybody doing out there today? It's time for Czechia in the United States. We just got this up on the NHL Network side, so I'm happy to bring it to you. So for Czechia, it sounds like this: Eduard, Matyas, Sapovaliv, and Jiri, Kulich, Dominik, Rymon, Matyas, Melovsky, Ondrej, Becher, Adam Bars, Robin Spocek, Jakub Stancl, Sebastian, Jakub Hujer, and Matyas Privlev. Tomas, Hamara, and Mark Alsher will be the defense, with Tomas Jagula and Adam Jiricek, Matyas Kulich, and Cech. And Michael Hrabal will be in net for Patrik Augusta's squad. For David Carl's squad for the United States is Jimmy Snuggerud, Gauthier, and McGroarty, Gavin, Brindley, Frank Nazar, Isaac Howard, Ryan Leonard, Will Smith, and Gabe Perreault, the Boston University line, Gavin Hayes, Danny Nelson, and Quinn Finley. For defense, it's going to look a little bit different. Ryan Chesley, Lane Hudson, Eric Polkamp, Drew Fortescue, Sam Rinzel, and Zib Bunham. Out is Seamus Casey. The United States dealing with a little bit of a flu bug. Trey Augustine was supposed to start today, but Jacob Fowler will get the back-to-back starts. So we're underway in Gothenburg in Sweden, and the United States have the puck near the left side red line again. Now, all of a sudden, this makes it interesting. Nazar off the cross pass, one-timer goal! And the United States with the first shot, it's Howard. And they're on the board. What I was going to say was this is going to be interesting now on the Group B side, because if we're looking at this in the live standings, it's a little bit different here because we did not expect, I will say this, I did not expect Slovakia to be as good as they've been in this group. They've won all 3 games that they've played. The United States needs to win this game today against Czechia to match in the group. Then they will play Slovakia Sunday at 6 a.m. Obviously, I'm not going to be doing that game. However, it'll be a good opportunity for the United States to go ahead and win the group, but they've got to win today to match Slovakia on that side. If you finish second, at least at that spot, it would give you an opportunity to advance to the quarterfinals on Tuesday. But this is really a really important game for the United States right now because Slovakia has matched them step for step. So that's a good start there. Howard gets the goal, and the United States are already on the board here with 18:30 left to go in the first. So let's keep that in mind, and we'll see how good it is, especially, as we said, no Seamus Casey on that side, and Trey Augustine did not get the start. So is Trey Augustine going to start Sunday? Or is it going to be more pressure on Jacob Fowler? We'll see how he does. I didn't get a chance to watch him last year. He wasn't on the team. Trey Augustine, he did play against the Canadians on that side. He was okay on that end, but he looked really good in the first couple games. The first game for the United States, but now it's going to be the Jacob Fowler experience. Here's a chance now. Near the right side as Isaac Howard scores with the 112 marker. This is from Nazar and Polkamp. So Polkamp gets the call up for Seamus Casey, who's out with the flu bug. And he gets an assist. So Hamara has it now. It'll be an opportunity for Czechia to go ahead and touch this puck. Again, Czechia a couple of years ago was a team that knocked out the United States and stopped them from even meddling. I know it's not the same team across the board, but you can bring everybody to the World Juniors back. But again, that is a dream start for the United States. Right off the cross pass, Howard up a 1-on-1 in a 5-hole against Michael Hrabal. And it's 1-0 for the Stars and Stripes. So really good start for the United States. You've got to hope that that continues. As this is sent around the end boards. Can't finish a check. Look like Howard pretty much ate it into the boards. And now Czechia to push this one the other way. Hamara goes offsides. So we'll have to do this again in the neutral zone. I'll make sure that I'm with you the whole way here. Again, these early starts I admit are going to be a little bit tough on running, but we had to dig through it. At least for all 3 of our matchups so far, in between Finland, Canada, Sweden, and Germany, and now Czechia and the United States, we're taking a different look at each team. And the last game of the day, if this one wasn't already big, it's Canada and Sweden on that side for 2 teams that have not lost yet on that end. And that can be fun. And the other side for Group A, as this is picked up near the right side blue line. Here's a drop to the left side, Dutton. Good stop there for Hrabal, but it's an opportunity for United States to pick this up on the left dot. And now Czechia press the other way. A couple of stick drags. What a great pass. But this one's nicely played by Polkamp. Beautiful defense there. Stancl tries to finish his check, and this will fall back to Hamara, who's in the right side of the glass. This will get dumped in and be iced against Czechia. So 16:36 left to go in the first. United States will get an offensive zone draw. So again, I'm looking at the third line for the United States, the Boston University product line of Ryan Leonard, Will Smith, and Gabe Perreault. They should have a lot of chemistry together. And then you have Gavin, Brindley, you have Rutger, McGroarty. You have guys that have played at U of M on that side that are together. Rutger, McGroarty on that top line. He can do a lot of damage as well. This United States team is very, very well rounded. Even losing somebody like Seamus Casey, they have the depth. They will continue everything they want because they have other good defensemen that can bring in. Here's a clear near the right side. Dot and now Czechia can try to push this one right to left again. They are in the red with a mix of the white at the top, as this is a rush off a 1-on-3. It's Nazer and Brindley. Brindley now trying to play this off the backhand. Leave it here for Frank, as this is picked off by the right side. Brindley trying to hold on with the body. Take this one D to D as it's bounced off the wall. A delayed penalty. It's going to get picked up here against the United States. Czechia will get the man advantage. 15:53. We'll have to go on the first one, but high stick. I think this one's actually going to get called against Czechia. They have that little bit reverse side. Let's just take a look and see what happened here. So Brindley, yeah, he took a stick to the face. So took a chop, and it's going to be an opportunity for the United States to strike on the power play. With 15:53 left to go in this first. Again, Howard's got the opening goal of the game. Try to get a chance to see who this one's going to be on for Czechia. We'll pull up this live scoreboard here on Live Sport. Always happy to have that out there. It's going to be Becher for high sticking on the Czechia side. We'll see. It's Ondrej Becher, number 19. So USA is on the power play here. This will go to the high slot. Here's the cross pass. Try to set it up here for Howard. Take this one D to D. Now Cutter Gauthier, Wayne Hudson. Hudson has it now. In the high slot, here's a bomb here for Cutter Gauthier. And a big check gets finished there into the right side boards, but Gauthier trying to get quick to get back to his feet. Rutger McGroarty, cross pass. As this is near the right side, got overskated for a moment. The United States will recollect this in the high slot. Pick it up here for Rutger McGroarty. We'll send in the high slot. United States patient, another's 1T. Gets launched, and Hrabal makes a save as Snuggerud got a big clapper going there. 1:20 left to go. The United States are absolutely firing this thing when they get it right now. Hrabal is going to have to pretty much stand on his head. These 1Ts are clear in the lane. It was on the top of the left dot. There's a chance to let it go just off the outside. And number 30 makes a save in Hrabal. 15:12 left to go in this first round. I'll be with you. We're in Gothenburg, Sweden. It's a big-time opportunity for the United States, and they need to go 3-0 in this group stage as far as Group B to keep pace with Slovakia. This Fowler goes ahead and touches this thing. And this is off the drop. The United States trying to find the entry here into the left side wing. Good reverse hit for Czechia. And they'll send this one all the way down the ice where Fowler has to go and play it. We'll chip this one off the glass. And the United States will get a chance to get going here for Jimmy Snuggerud. Full flight in between a couple of stick handles, and they'll go all the way down off the clear. Howard will have to touch this one again. So we'll start again with Zeev Bunum. Off the drop. This will go right into the middle of the circles here. Again, gain the entry. Great cross pass. And another shot. This one, it gets brushed aside with the right side of the stick for Hrabal. Just made the save there. As Elschek able to get the clear. Bunum off the outstretched pass. This will get picked up here for Will Smith. Now off the backhand. This will be the left side. Saved by Hrabal with the glove. So the United States absolutely buzzing right now, getting tons of chances. Hrabal already probably saved a couple that he probably shouldn't have. Cutter Gauthier had to absorb a good reverse hit. Able to stand up there was Melovsky for Czechia. Good work for them on that side. And the cross pass just missed near the left side post. Would have been an opportunity for Gavin Brindley walking right in. Just missed the stick. Face-off win for the United States. They got a 1-0 lead courtesy of Howard. Here's Mazer. Where's a one-timer? Big save again for Hrabal as this is sent under the left side dot. Power play is going to expire, but it was very active. Nice stick handling, dancing, and this one gets picked off. Cleared down the ice. It'll touch the glove hand. We'll start again for Fowler going left to right, or the United States. They've had no problem doing that, except they've iced there. 13:38 left to go in this first. Man, oh man, what a start for the United States. Lots of shots on goal on this side. They did get a finish there with Howard. Finland did just finish their game against Latvia. Latvia has 3 games in which they did not score just yet. It's probably going to put them out of the tournament right now, but at least for them, you'd hope they get 1 goal, find a way to turn the light on, as this is the United States off the defensive zone face-off line, brushed away to the left side down. Sent back around the end boards as players will come together. So Blood now will try to drop this one off near the left side dot. Gets sent all the way down. Hrabal will go ahead and play this one with the goal stick. As Michael's got it, he will leave it for his partners here. And Patrik going to have to start again here on that side. Probably the extra that I'll have to go ahead and list as this is sent back around. Gauthier off the backhand, and there's Snuggerud. Now the right side boards as this is picked up here for Patrik one more time. Nice work as he is able to get around 2 defenders. Now the right side out here's a long chance, and this one is high and up and out of play. So Czechia continuing to move this puck left to right, right to left, north to south for both these teams right now. So 1-0 lead for the U.S.
Investing is not for everyone, right? Wealth comes from pennies, like oaks come from acorns. Wealth comes from the decision to invest, to bury your acorns, give them time to grow into a mighty oak like squirrels do. You see, investing was never meant to be an exclusive club. You just didn't have the right tools for it. Now you do. Acorns. Look at that. Beautiful.
When you ask Instacart for personalized game day recipes, you get everything you need in just a few clicks. So you can stay on your game.
Jacob Fowler in goal today, plays at Boston College in hockey. He's playing against hockey's counterpart from the other end and doing the goaltender warm-up with a little extra. It's amazing how many more goalies these days juggle, and they've always worked with the balls and get the hand-eye coordination going, get the music going. Nice discipline warm-up, and in talking with the club in BC, he's had a very good routine, a very professional approach to playing the game.
So we get another opportunity. I'll go ahead and fix some of the lines here for Czechia on the outside that we do have, because they changed their third line quite a bit. Again, 12:30 left to go in the first and third defensive line for Czechia is a little bit different in this game for Patrik Augusta's squad, as this is up into the players bench. So Pershik and Galvis, number 4, number 23, will down the third line here for Czechia. Again, the lines for the United States should be the same, with the exception of Seamus Casey being on the blue blood, and the same thing for the goaltender Trent Augusta out of the Redlich product. 12:26 left to go in this first. It'll be a neutral zone draw, as this is recollected here for the Stars and Stripes. They're going to try to take this one left to right again. Howard with the opening goal, about 1:30 in, and that's where they've been right now near the right side boards. Gavin Brindley off the sauce, an extra pass was a great idea for that line for Isaac Howard, who's already got one, and another tripping call. This one's going to go against Czechia, and the United States will go back to the power play. We'll take a look and see who that one's going to be on. This is going to be a number 6, Els Cech, as part of the extra side of it today, I believe. He is going to the box, and we will see what goes on for the United States in their second power play as Nazer tries to make the move. And he got the stick trapped up against the knee there for Nazer. And that was an easy call because it was right in front of the Zebras. 12:03 left to go in this first round. Here with you, we're in Gothenburg, Sweden, trying to see if the United States can go 3-0 in Group B and keep pace with Slovakia. That Sunday game is going to be all more important than you even realize at this point. Because if the United States can win this game, they can try to take the group on Sunday at 6 a.m. If not, they're going to have to settle for second. And if they don't win this game and lose against Slovakia, then who knows what's going to happen off the cross pass. This is a game they got to win right now before they even think about Sunday. As this is picked up across the left side wall. The United States will send this one here for Cutter Gauthier. As this one sent across, it's a great idea there. As it's partially blocked, the whistle's not been blown. Hrabal down. He sprawled into the left side post to stop the United States from banging it in off the rebound. And now mercifully finally gets the whistle for his sake. 11:27 left to go in the first. United States have been consistently buzzing, especially on this power play. Rutger McGroarty tried to send this one across as he's just got knocked away from Frank Nazer. Again, Nazer doesn't have a goal yet for the United States, but he does have 5 points so far in 2 games. He's got all the apples that he can have, and trying to slide across there was Hrabal and use that power move as this one is picked up near the left side dot. This is off the tie-up. United States have it. And this is Smith trying to provide a screen as this is flipped down here for Czechia. So for the United States, even if they go 0-for-2, the way that their power play has looked, I wouldn't quantify it as low event. They've been consistently trying to get this puck right down the throat of the Czechians. As this is Brindley. We'll slow up and get this one on the high slot here. Boonham will send this one across as he's got it now. Zeev still with this puck, trying to get this one out near the right side dot. Now in the high slot. United States. Bunham and Smith send this one across. Smith fires into the traffic and a great save for Hrabal with the glove hand. I'm not even sure how he saw it. 10:42 left to go in this first. So again, my next broadcast for the WJCs are going to be on Tuesday. It'll be a quarterfinal matchup. Thursday will be a semifinal, and Friday will be 1:30 Eastern of the gold medal game. That's all I can tell you right now. We're still waiting for the group stages to be done on Sunday. And that way I can kind of tell you what the definitive teams are going to be. But at least within these first 3 games, we'll cover 6 different teams in the 3 games. I definitely like that. Again, if the United States do make it to the semifinals or the finals, it'll be a lean, admittedly, on that side. It's very understandable for me. Being from Michigan on that side, I want to watch the Stars and Stripes do the best they can. And if it is United States and Canada one more time, you bet your bottom dollar that we're going to cover that. So 10:42 left to go in this first. I believe we have a clock issue on the left side. We didn't get a chance to see that move as United States power play down to 40 seconds. I think they got everything squared away now. Get an opportunity to start again. They said resume. Everything else is all set. So score clock is fixed. And the United States power play on the verge of going 0-for-2, but they have been able to be pretty dangerous, as this is an opportunity for Smith to go ahead and spin this thing, as this is picked back up now. Again, they've used him as the extra forward on this side of the power play end. Boston University product, as this is flipped down the ice. Again, we're almost halfway through the first. The United States have the lead. Bunham will make this pass here for Smith, as this is picked off near the right side. Czechia able to get it out, and the United States can't score on their second power play. This is out for Nazer Smith off the long stretch. As this is knocked away, here's an opportunity near the right side. Trying to look and shoot there for Howard, looking for his second. This is in the high slot. As this is settled down, this is bounced near behind the cage. As Hrabal taking a look, and that'll be an opportunity for Elschek, who just came out of the box, to go ahead and flip this one down here for Czechia near the left side as they'll stop here. Hamara trying to hold the line, and they'll flip it in as Czechia. 9:30 left to go in this first. United States still up by 1. They had a couple power plays that did not convert. In the left side wing, they have it now. off the glass. This will be chipped in around the end boards now. Opportunity for the United States. This will send this one D to D. For Ryan Chesley and Lane Hudson, the top line's out for David Carl's squad. Here comes a big slap shot. And this one is blocked, and that one's going to hurt. Czechia trying to get in those shooting lanes. Sent back in around the cage now. Czechia looks to break out right to left. Hamara will make the pass. Here's a sauce. Great setup. Oh, and somehow it doesn't go. I thought Czechia was going to tie the game. I'm not even sure if Jacob Fowler got there left side of the post or just missed. And now this will be sent back around for Sapovaliv. Top liner for Czechia. They almost just scored right there. As this is picked up here for Drew Fodescu. Fodescu send this one across for Jimmy Snuggerud. An opportunity here for Frank Nazer. Put this around the end boards as they really mix the lines up. Snuggerud down near the left side dot. Try to get intercepted at the blue line, but they'll gain it at the neutral. Now the United States will use it off the glass. A little bit too far for Snuggerud. Have to go ahead and pick this one up. It's Cutter Gauthier. Now for Hamara. Snuggerud turns and fires. Another opportunity. This one bounces up into the air and goes out of play. 8:09 left to go in this first. And we go to commercial break.
USA Hockey is teaching more than just a game. We're teaching kids about
teamwork, confidence, fitness, fun.
because every kid deserves a chance to play, love, and excel. Visit USAHockey.com to learn more about the great youth hockey opportunities available for your child. Because dreaming big is one thing, getting the right start is everything.
Buying a house is complicated and confusing, especially now.
But it doesn't have to be.
That's why who you work with matters.
Together with HomeLight, we find solutions for every buyer.
Whether you're looking to make an all-cash offer, find the right loan, or negotiate with confidence,
Our team helps you get the home you love every time.
a home is something special.
Earlier this season, we got a great chance to see a bunch of players that were candidates for this team. When Michigan State and Boston College linked up, Augustine and Fowler went head-to-head in a great two-game set. They both played extremely well through a couple of those games. Augustine had the tough night on one of them, but for the most part, the goalies were really, really good. And there were, like I said, at least 10 players in that game candidates for this team.
At some point, the shots and the goals don't indicate how well a goalie played. I mean, there's some high-end skill on both those teams.
7:55 left to go in this first. Drawn under with it from Gothenburg, Sweden. We're watching this one on NHL Network, trying to see if the United States can go 3-0 in Group B. They need to do that right now. They're going to have a couple tough games here with Czechia, which we're covering right now, and Slovakia on Sunday at 6 a.m. as this is a rolling puck. Opportunity for the United States to get this out into the neutral zone. Isaac Howard's got the lone goal of the game right now, as this is pretty contested. Czechia just had a rush about 2 minutes ago. They had an opportunity to score. This is near the right side red line. Just picked off there for Brindley. Sent in deep. Howard had to make a good save a couple minutes ago, as we said. Again, he is starting for Trey Augustine, who's under the weather. The same thing for Seamus Casey. He's got a little bug going around the room right now. Holtkamp got the promotion on the defensive side. He's on the second line. As it's 6:55 left to go in this first. Played in off the backhand now, as this is Sam Rinzel, third line defense for David Carl's squad. And this is sent in across the red line now, as this is picked up there momentarily. Good reverse hit and near the player's bench, and an opportunity for Brindley to go ahead and fire this thing, and this goes just wide. This slipped down the ice. Go ahead and touch this one with the stick, as this is sent back around now, and this will be picked off by the United States. They'll flip this one in across the red line, and they'll gain the entry. As Owls loses it, this is turnaround shot, and this is fired to the right side board. And now the United States will watch as Czechia picks this one. Opportunity to go right to left. Good pressure here for the United States to be able to force this puck loose and pick this up now to the right side dot. We'll send it here D to D. It's an opportunity for Ryan Chesley and Lane Hudson. Hudson will try to go ahead and find a shooting lane as Chesley will hold his spot near the right side of the blue line. Leonard will go ahead and get this one loose. He'll send a back pass, and thought that might have been a decent idea, but it was just sticked away at the last moment by Hamara. Now off the rush. It's an opportunity for a long shot. Go ahead and play the puck there for Fowler. As this goes in near the right side red line, the United States will flip it in. 5:30 left to go in this first. Been a fast-moving period. It's been some good back-and-forth action. See if Czechia can get it started. Edward Sale goes off sides with his teammates on that side. Melovsky, he has a lot of points in this tournament as well. So Sale and Melovsky got to watch for them. And the mix between Jiri Kulich, we go to break.
This is not just a tree. It's the wide-eyed promise of a tiny seed. It's the mighty oak. But it didn't get mighty overnight. It grew ring by ring, a little each day. We paid. And that's why we made the Mighty Oak debit card. While other cards are built for spending, ours helps your money grow with 2 of the highest APYs available. Plus, you can automatically invest your spare change and bits of your paycheck for your future. Acorns, grow your oak.
NetCredit is here to say yes to a personal loan or line of credit, even when other lenders won't. Apply online in minutes and get them deposited the next business day or sooner. Go to netcredit.com. NetCredit. Credits the people.
As Jimmy Snuggerud, star of the game yesterday against Switzerland. 4 goals so far, 2 games, 5 points, and he had a hat trick in the game against the Swiss, and didn't seem like he could miss in that game.
So we had a nice break here. That's where we took a momentarily pause, but this is picked up here in the neutral zone now off the face-off line. And now Czechia will go ahead and get a chance to go ahead and touch the puck for a little bit. As this is Hamara will go ahead and flip this one in. Picked up off the backhand now. Czechia has this in behind the cage. And Fowler in the butterfly near the right side post. Still very busy here, but the United States have will come and relieve some of this pressure here. Volkamp will go ahead and fire it down. And near the left side boards, it will finish a hit off the backhand. Huge save for Hrabal. It's still very loose. And Czechia able to get this one out now. Near the left side red line, this is fired in again. The United States have all sorts of position. It's Danny Nelson on the 4th line. He's got to absorb a hit. Somebody very slow to get up on that side. Hopefully they're okay down there for the United States. As this is sent in right out in front, and they score! Stancl 1-1. Gigantic hit against the United States, and at the 4:20 marker, the play goes the other way, and Stancl makes it 1-1, a chance right out in front of the circles. No opportunity for Fowler to make the save. It was cleared. He got the puck back, fired it right in front. Nobody picks up Stancl, and he just roofs that thing. He's all alone. And it's a great pickup on the other side from Dominik Rymon, who sets up Stancl on that side. And Czechia ties the game. That is a gut punch for the United States because they had a player that was down. And then off the clear, they get the own pickup. And right at the net, it's tied. They immediately fire it now near the left side of the red line. And I thought this would be this type of game now. In between the United States and Czechia, and what I mean by that is they're as dangerous as all get out as Czechia. And again, I think they can always be a dark horse in this tournament. We've seen that over the last couple of years. The United States can score a lot, and they need to be able to find an answer. As this is pinballed a couple times, Brindley almost got his own rebound, one-timer set up, and this one gets blocked. So Rymon with a great puck pickup, he got his own and set up Stancl as it's 3:35 left to go in this first. Near the right side boards as this is wrapped around now. And Sabula will go ahead and play this one. We'll see how Czechia responds. They've just scored. And see how the United States handles the pressure here at this point. Chesley will fire this one in from about 100. And this is glove down here for Hrabal. 3:17 left to go in the first. That was a glorious goal there for Czechia. And Rymon made a great pass, Stancl all alone. But the thing for that for me is nobody covered the front of the net. The United States were trying to chase for that puck off the clear end. You got to keep it clean out in front of Fowler. He's not going to be able to make that save. Soap against Frank Nazer. And this one's won back another shot. This one gets blocked, turnaround chance. Will get picked up by a skate. Czechia tries to push this one the other way. Pick this up off the backhand. There's another opportunity skating right in. And we're getting a penalty against the United States. This is going to be a hook. And Czechia is going to get their first power play of the game. Kulich was the one who drew it from the Buffalo Sabres. Holtkamp going to the box. This is going to be one of those games, folks. You're going to have to hold on to your hats, I think. Again, we're late into this first. As it's going to be a power play for Czechia. And I'm just wondering how this will continue with bated breath, honestly. Holtkamp going to the box as we will get a chance to see what the complexion is going to turn into. Face-off win. And now Hamara will get this one back near the top of the dot, down near the left side. Opportunity for Sopovaliv, and now Hamara. Here's faking the 1T. Tomas has a chance. He'll fire into the traffic as it's stopped there for Fowler. Czechia's power play, about 1:35 left. It's their first. United States went 0 for 2. Does hold it in as Hamara, as this is in the high slot off the give back. Tomas has it. Sopovaliv with the cross pass. And this is picked off. Good stick here for the United States. Here's a rush. Here's Nazer. Short-handed chance. And this one will get stopped there for Hrabal. 2:15 left to go in the first. Czechia on the power play. Again, Stancl has the goal. And it's 1-1 now. As this is gaining entry near the left side wall. And we'll hit this off a kick play. Bounce near the right side boards. United States able to find the interception. Maybe get some space here for a 2-on-3. Here's a long wrister, and this one is held for Hrabal with a shorthand chance. So United States with Hayes looking to press there on that side for a chance. Just getting around Kulich, able to force the steal. So this was a good push for the United States. The first time they've been shorthanded in this game, they've already had a couple of chances. Again, let's see if they can absolve that goal that was just put against them. And kind of continue to go ahead and keep the pace of the game as they've done so far. Face-off finally gets picked up by Czechia, but since this is right off the draw, unfortunately for Czechia, they'll have to do this again. The United States has been really good in the circles here in this game so far. We got a minute 54 left to go in the first. Czechia and the United States, that's our game in Group B. In day 4 of the WJCs, the United States trying to go 3-0 in their group stage and join Slovakia doing that when they have the big matchup on Sunday morning at 6 a.m. Nelson will go ahead and take this one. Danny Nelson on the fourth line side. More of a penalty kill at this point as it's where it's left with 50 seconds. And about a 50-second difference here on the shot clock. So when that ends, we have a minute left. Unless Czechia scores. As this is near the right side boards now. This will be sent up here again. If the United States lose, it's not a death sentence, but you really have to set yourself up for Slovakia on that end, who's not been beaten just yet. And that could spell disaster here. You want to get a chance to advance in the group stage. You think you get 2 wins, you at least have a chance. That's what the United States already has. Again, if you go perfect, you would go 7-0 because you got 3 elimination games after this next week. But you want to try to win 3 of the 4 in the group stage and pretty much guarantee yourself a spot. As this is put in here in the left side boards. And the United States try to find a way to collect with 5 seconds left to go and check his power play on a minute. As this one's fired off the cross pass, sent near the left side dot, and this will get blocked before it ever hit Fowler. The United States has it as a couple players that go pick up a stick, and now an opportunity. Brindley off the backhand, overskated it for a moment, and this is sent back in. Hamara will go ahead and make this pass. A good interception. Snuggerud with the flutterer as it's Frank Nazer now off the half spin. And Relic will get this one as Rutger McGroarty tries to finish his check. Got to be careful here. Czechia's got it down to the left side boards. As United States will find it. They're left to right. Here they come racing down the wing. Cutter Gauthier has it, put it around the end boards, and this one gets blocked before it ever hit Nazary. Try to find him off the pass as this is sent in. Now across center, United States will intercept. Get this near the left side boards. Got time for one more play. Jimmy Snuggerud gets the reverse hit. St. Louis Blues product. Kept him near across the wall. United States got to turn and fire. They're going to run out of time, though. Rutger McGroarty runs out. 1-1 after 1. And we'll see what happens in the second period. Stancl scored and Ryan Leonard for the United States as we're tied after 1. Come right back. We'll see what happens in the second period.
Not quite the barrage of goals we saw after the first period in yesterday's game. Team USA was up 5-1. This one is going to be a little bit more challenging for them against Czechia. Also, Jacob Fowler in that. He had 21 saves yesterday. He's filling in also for the sick Trey Augustine. But this one, they get out to an early start, which is exactly what they did as well yesterday. 90 seconds in, you get the first goal of the game. But then Czechia making their mark in this one.
And there gains a lot of confidence off of that goal. It's funny how a goal can really change the complexion of a hockey game. That goal did, and all of a sudden, they're starting to carry the ball.
Yeah, it was Jacob Stancl who tied things up for Czechia. Let's go ahead and take a look at the goal. What did you see from Steve?
Well, just a great job by Rymon just to stay with it. And Sam Rizal, big defenseman, lanky defenseman, underrated, kind of loses his check for a little bit, and you'll see it on this next replay. You got to be aware of who's in front of the net. That's the most dangerous part. The guy behind the net, yeah, he can make a play. But the guy who's going to score is ultimately going to be in front of the net. Rizal kind of loses that man. It's Stancl, and you'll see this end-to-end rush, basically, by Rymon. And a good job getting it 1-on-3. He gets to the puck. Now, Rizal's got to be aware of that guy in front of the net. Good pickup by Dave Stein.
Just going to go ahead and do some lineup adjustments here for a little bit for Czechia, and then we'll get a reset and type our notes in.
Nice goal, as I mentioned, they've really taken over since that point. So it's funny how sometimes a goal can be a shot in the arm for a team, can be a real booster for them, and that's what this was. Because up until that point, Team USA had been dominating.
Absolutely dominating. All right, things all tied up right now between Team USA and Czechia. When we come back, we're going to get familiar with two Team USA defensemen, James Casey and Lane Hudson. They're going to tell us about what their best plays from each other. They're going to wake up. I like it. I'll stick around.
At FanDuel, we speak hockey. That's why we give you more ways to bet on the NHL. But you want to bet on a clapper to light the lamp? Root for some winger to start racking up apples? Or bet that the Tindy puts up a great wall of pillows? This hockey season, FanDuel lets you bet on the boys any way you want. Bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
Build the ball yourself. Go on.
Some things are better left to a
So
professional.
Rymon, Becher, and Stancl will be on this line. Make sure I get that one correct.
So leave it to SmartAsset to find them for you. Take the free quiz at smartasset.com. Then you'll be matched with up to 3 vetted fiduciary financial advisors. To get started, take
So third line is going to look a lot different in this game for Czechia, but I think the third line, again, it's the third line for all this stuff in the tournament here that just continues to score goals in every single one of the games that we've covered. That's amazing. Rymon and Becher and Stancl. Rymon able to get that puck pickup off his own clear, and then Stancl cutting to the net. Nobody picks him up. And Czechia ties the game at 1. So the third line was the one that got it done. And Zidlicki. So we got Redlich, Hrabal, and Zidlicki. Hrabal will be the centerman.
And now it's too late.
No one was expecting my husband Dave to suffer from a heart attack. We didn't have life insurance. We thought we had more time.
Don't be Dave.
And don't wait until it's too late to get the life insurance coverage.
Kochi is the extra, but I'll go ahead and mark that one down.
Your family is going to get stuck with the bill. Call now to get affordable life insurance.
Just call 800
See, Zidlicki.
If you're over 50,
Adam
you can't be
Zidlicki.
turned down for this insurance, regardless of your health. Plus, there's no medical exam, no health questions. Your rate will never go up. Your coverage will never go down. And rates start as low as $5 a week. Remember, don't be Dave. Call now.
Call now. 800-310-2104.
Is your car's plastic trim faded and milky? Don't worry. Cerakote ceramic trim coat restores oxidized trim effortlessly. Just wipe it off. It's guaranteed for 200 washes. Even dust won't stick to it. Keep your car looking professional. Selling your oxidized, faded trim car? Detailed cars sell for way more than faded cars. Read the thousands of 5-star reviews for yourself. Buy any of Cerakote's #1.
So it's Hamara and Ulcher. That's their top line, so that's correct. Czech, Jabuka, so Adam Jiri, Czech. We'll pin down.
Hudson are two of the most electrifying players in college hockey. And with their styles on the ice being so similar, we thought it would be interesting to see what Seamus says about Lane's best plays and what Lane says about Seamus's. Through the lens of NHL Network feature producer Sean Hyland, here are two of the best blue liners of the World Juniors breaking down one another's film from their college season.
All right, Lane, you and Seamus view the game so uniquely and in such similar ways. I want to have you take a little look at one of his goals and let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll set this up now. The game summary. I'll get that all squared away right now. Get our notes typed in.
Are they going to be able to stop Seamus when he's coming at you like that? He's very deceptive. And just casually watching.
So it was a really good pace.
Gap on him and takes advantage. You know, great finish on the back end.
Good pace to the first period and a lot of back and forth.
That is what he can just, you know, go one way and then go back the other way pretty easily. So how should that defender have been gapped up on to have a better chance? I mean, I feel like if I was playing Shea, first off, I'd try to not give him that much space. You know, anytime you give someone like him space, you know, it's gonna end up not so great. He'll make a good play. The D who was
Let me get the number for Polk Camp as well.
Maybe he should have tried to stay inside the ice.
23.
Give him the outside. I mean, he'll still make a high end play on the outside, but it won't be. I mean, I like to think he can't score from the outside, but you know, he could outplay.
So let's get into sampling some of Lane Hudson's greatest hits. There you go. You hit play on that one.
All right, so on the left side. Oh yeah, actually, that's one. That's something Lane does so well. Like he's coming across, but he sees the he's looking up the whole time, and I think he makes one move, and that's thing is like.
So Isaac Howard, he opened the scoring here for the United States. Get a good chance to pass. You're in the middle of the circles and finishes it right off.
I mean, he knows he's got two guys. You know, he's got one guy at the net, the second guy in the middle. Like he's gonna have, he knows to get that puck through because he's gonna have numbers at the net, and it's a really nice shot. It goes in, but I think it's just the process of like, he knows he's gonna be able to get to the middle there, shake that guy a little bit, and get that puck through. You know, he probably does that 10, 15 times a game. Every time he's gonna create a chance. So that's just like, obviously here it's a highlight, but I think
Frank Nazer and Polk Camp.
Like, you know, having that is awesome.
Why is it so rare that you'd be able to make, or that a defenseman would be able to make multiple moves in the blue line, in that case moving laterally?
Yeah, I mean, obviously his skill set is like unteachable. You know, it's not something you can just be like, oh, do this, do that. I think he's so smart, and he's always got his head up. Obviously, you can't make these plays without your head up, but to him, you know, be that fast, that quick, on your feet with your head up, to be able to see, you know, when he needs to release that puck and where to, because that's obviously like, when you're going to shoot from behind, like where you place it is so important. With the screen, and you know, like he's taking into a lot of things into account. What handness the guy is in front of that, you know, where the guy might want to tip that puck.
So chance to slow the rush, and Howard scores. It's 1-0 United States. They got off to a good start. We found out flu bug was going through the room.
Against him, you know, all the years growing up. And then we even played him last year. You know, telling your teammates, watch out, he's going to make a move. You know,
Seamus Casey, not making the start out of U of M. And goaltender Trey Augustine.
You got to be controlled, but if you give him time, he's just going to pick your car anyway. So it's a tough balance for Winger. And I've seen a few slip and fall, you know, on roller skates, but yeah, it seems pretty similar. You know, you're here, he's walking across. So it's kind of like the one where he's walking across. And, you know, honestly, like, I'm not in Wayne's head, so I'm not sure if he saw something that he didn't think he wanted to be.
United States had a couple of power plays.
He just kind of walks it across, moves it. And, like, it's like any player.
And looked dangerous, but they didn't score.
Just kind of sees he can fill that space. And then it's just kind of watch it. He just keeps his eye on him. I think he's a celebrity, maybe, I don't know. Just keeps his eye on him, and he's just filling space. Like, it's like a play that can turn into nothing, or it can be a scoring chance. But I think if he didn't score there, he's probably going to just hang around, and then he's going to circle back out to his spot. But it's just that movement, that constant movement that, you know, you see in this highlighter goal, but it's happening, you know, all of the game.
Czechia ties the game.
One more of Seamus that I'll show you. This would be from.
Let me get.
I know that's not good. Nice tight gap to start. And
At 15:40 of the period.
He's taking the space that's given, threatens a shot, and he's able to take it right to the net and score a huge goal, which, you know, he does do. He scores big goals, and yeah, I mean, great move by him and great finish, but started with a tight gap. You know, I assume Quinnipiac was tired, and he took advantage of it.
But when you think about that word deception,
From Stancl and Rymon. And as we said, this goal at the 15:40 mark tied the game. Rymon able to clear it near the left side, get his own clear, and Stancl never stopped moving. He was just working his way toward the net. Nobody picks him up on the U.S. defense, and it's an easy tie game. Fowler's held out to dry there, and it's 1-1 after one.
No matter where the game takes you. Enterprise, for lives and drive.
Are your headlights cloudy and oxidized, making your car look bad? Are they underperforming when you need them most? Cerakote's headlight restoration kit restores weathered headlights back to like new and keeps them that way for life. Stop wasting your time with solutions that don't last. Cerakote's kit includes everything you need to go from this to this. Simply wipe away oxidation, give them a light sanding, and apply the ceramic coating.
Let's get a shots on goal. The reset there on this side. Again, just joining us from the first intermission. It's a 1-1 tie between Czechia and the United States. Shots on goal are 15-5.
Until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
So shots on goal are 15-5 for the United States. Power plays 0 for 2. United States 0 for 1 for Czechia. Both goals even strength. Stancl from Dominik Rymon and Isaac Howard from Frank Nazer and Eric Polkamp.
Taking a look at the game summary from the first period. Steve, what does Team USA need to do to get out to a commanding lead like they did yesterday?
Yeah, I think it's really important to get that next goal. You score the next goal, all of a sudden you're in control of the game, you've got the lead, you can relax a little bit. Should the Czechs score that next goal, though, all of a sudden you start to doubt yourself and maybe you get run around again. So score that next goal.
They need to conjure up some of that confidence from yesterday. Team USA and Jacob Fowler juggling a much tougher opponent than yesterday. EJ Raddick and Dave Starman with the call of the second period coming up.
The Pepsi Zero Sugar NHL Goalie Challenge is free and easy to play. Every week, all season long, pick 3 teams and earn points based on teams' goalie.
So I'm interested to see what's going to happen here. I know we had a little bit of notes, a little bit of roster adjustments there. Apologize for all that. But I'm interested to see what happens here with the United States and Czechia, because that was a good back and forth period. Again, the shots on goal are 15-5. But Czechia took that punch from right at the beginning, able to counter with a pretty nice goal and a bonus time for the United States, no doubt about it on that end. But this is not going to be easy. And I imagine that to be the case as we're going into this matchup. And it's all important now, again, as we said, because Slovakia won their first 2 games in their group. And it opened up the eyes. Then they won again, another 3-0. And that means the United States has to win this game to be able to go up against Slovakia Sunday at 6 a.m. if they win this game to see who wins Group B. Again, they've already got 2 wins. That could get them in. 3 wins will get them in. But if they can get all 4 and beat Slovakia, then you get an easier group matchup in a quarterfinal on Tuesday.
My knees feel better. My back feels better. It makes me feel stronger, too.
Perfect for home therapy.
So for me, going into this game, knowing that Slovakia is 3-0 and the United States are 2-0, and they're trying to get something going against Czechia, it's 1-1 after 1. I'm putting this game as a must-win for the United States. Try to see who wins the group stage on Sunday. That's just me. See who's going to be the favorite of this group stage, and the only way you can figure that out is if the United States can beat Czechia today, because Slovakia, again, 3-0, everybody's been scoring on that, said they've been the darling of the tournament. The problem is Czechia has been the darling of the tournament over the last couple of WJCs, and that's who the United States are playing right now. We're going to get settled in for the second period, I believe, in a couple of minutes. It's 1-1 after 1. So Jakub Stancl got the goal from Dominik Rymon for Czechia, and for the United States, Isaac Howard, Frank Mazer, and Eric Polkamp. Again, Polkamp, he's playing for Seamus Casey, who's out the flu bug, so is Trey Augustine as well, as Jacob Fowler is getting the start again.
The rosters were announced yesterday. Team White, you can check that out online at usahockey.com. Some really interesting players. Cole Eiserman, who's a really hot-end player, almost made this team. James Hagan's the same thing. So should be fun to watch. Sure, Coach James is dead. Wow.
Second period underway now. In the United States, again, they've conceded the latest one, and it's a 1-1 game as the puck goes in out of play. And we'll do it again with 1951. We're just underway here in the middle frame. John Under with you from Gothenburg, Sweden, watching this one on NHL Network. And for Team USA, I just want to see how they'll continue to handle this. Again, 15-5 shots on goal. That was good. After 1, they got the first goal. That was good. And on the other side, it was picked back up for Stancl on the third line as this is blocked. Hrabal makes the save. And now the United States trying to take this one right to left in the second period as this is dropped. And they're the right side red line. Flipped in Czechia as a bouncing puck is picked up in the neutral zone. The United States will gained the entry and fired in from 60. Rutger McGroarty pinned, and near the left side boards is Snuggerud now. Makes a good back pass. Put around the end boards here for Shenley and Hudson will get this one now. Cross pass. Hudson was cutting down the lane. It just missed him. Here comes a slap shot. This one goes way wide. As this is recollected here for Jimmy Snuggerud. Snuggerud now. Send this one back for Cutter Gauthier. This one will go just wide. Hrabal taking a look. And near the left side post in the stand-up. Rutger McGroarty off the half spin as Snuggerud loses an edge. And a half stick will just slow it down, but Hamara's got it. Czechia gains the entry wide open down the middle of the circles. Turn and fire. This one will go wide. It'll be an opportunity for Gauthier to finish his check. Let's finish it around the inboards here. Sapousek couldn't find it now. And Hudson. Hudson will make the outstretched pass. Almost canceled off into the left side walls, United States, but they'll fire it in the right side of the bumper. Turn around and shoot this one. Bounce off the glove hand and up and out of play. 18:29 left to go in the second. Who is going to get the next goal? Is it Czechia? Is it United States? That is what we have to figure out in this one right now. And really, it's going to be all important in a game like this. I really believe that. Again, Czechia, I've really been impressed what I've seen with them over the last couple WJCs we've done. And it hasn't changed on this side. I still think they're a team that can absolutely get a medal and do a little damage here. Again, you would imagine between Sweden, they've had so much success in the preliminaries that they could turn this into some success in the quarters, semis, or finals. And Canada is always Canada, minus Connor Bedard or not. They only have one returning starter here. As Owen Beck's the only one left. Stick hand. It's knocked out of the air, and I think we're going to get a penalty call. Is this going to go against the United States? I think it is. So it'll be Nazar into the box, and Czechia is going to get their second power play. United States already had two. I think Al's Czech might have been the recipient of some kind of hook, and Czechia going to go to the power play. We'll take a look on that side. All tangled up on that side. Took the stick right out of his hands. So no doubt about it. It's right in front of the official there, and they're going to call it. So United States up for two on their power play. Czechia doesn't want to go for two. They score this one. They take the lead. This will get blocked before it ever hit Fowler. Again, Fowler making his second straight start here because Trey Augustine doing a little bit of a flu bug. As this one will be Hamara off the 1T. And the cross pass is blocked. Picked up now near the right side. Kulich. Settle it down. Final one near the left side. Turn around and fire. This goes off the right pad of Fowler. Very interesting the way this game has gone right now. Jiri Kulich. Hamara. Kulich has it. Buffalo Sabres product. We've seen him before. As this one is picked up near the right side. Kulich has it. Hamara. Petrovsky. They'll exchange this one with Kulich here. Now Hamara has it. He'll fire. This will get blocked. United States trying to stay in that passive box. As this is sent around the inboards now, but Czechia got all sorts of possession here. And they're looking kind of dangerous, to be honest. As this is picked up off the left bumper. One-timer, gigantic ripper. And this one will get blocked near the right side dot. As this is settled back down here, Kulich has it near the right side dot. Leave the defense, Hamara. Flip it down. Try to get it back to Jiri. As it's Hamara. They want the 1T fake. A nice setup in the middle of the circles, and that's a good stop for Fowler. They can't hold the line, though, but I guess this takes a friendly bounce. It stays in. Turnaround shot. As this is picked up, it goes just wide. But Czechia has it, and mercifully, the United States can touch and send this one back down the ice. I mean, they were trying to stay in the middle of the shooting lanes, but that was just too easy. Tribura now has it. So Tribura and El's check with the second line power play. This is rush cross pass opportunity, and this one will go just wide of the left as this is flipped down. Power play expires, but Czechia has got the puck. They enter off sides, so the United States can change their lines. 16:07 left to go in the second. The deliveries right in the middle of the circles off these passes were pristine, and Fowler had to make a gigantic save. Sapovaliv provided the screen, and off the right pad, there was a save. Becher right there as well, and that one was stopped by the right pad of Fowler. And then another one for Sapousek goes wide. So Becher able to pick this one up as it's flipped back down. And now the United States pinball this one off the wall. Good forecheck here for Czechia. See if they can keep it in. And now an opportunity for the United States. Gabe Perot trying to make the drop pass there for Smith. And this will be sent back around. Zidlitsky gets the steal. As it's an opportunity here for Menzel and Zibunin. Picked up down near the right side, Doc. Good stick drag. That was a ridiculous move for Perot, but that was stopped there for Hrabal. 15:25 left to go in this second. When are we going to get the next goal? Because there's certainly been a couple opportunities for Czech to even be up by a couple. This is near the right side of the dot. Trying to drive to the middle. Rebound! And this one goes just wide. As it's Howard on the line now. This puck gets fanned on. And Czechia. Howard gets a great steal, though. He's got the first goal. Got to wait for everybody to take their change and get on sides. As this is put near the left side red line now. 14:50 left to go in this second. 1-1 score line between Czechia and the United States. Well, fan on it, trying to clear out of their own end, but still getting settled now. Czechia was in the midst of line changes anyway. Trying to get this one as Jimmy Snuggerud, as it's sent back around the end boards off the stick lift. And now Czechia trying to take this one left to right. Again, they are in the red jerseys with the white top and the blue helmets. The United States in the white jerseys with the blue pants. Snuggerud and Mazer. As this one gets knocked away, Mazer trying to keep this one in off the help of Lane Hudson. And now an opportunity for Photoskew. Send it the other way, and he does so. Able to gain the clear, gain the entry. 14:05 left to go in this tie game. It's 1-1 in the second right now. This is a very good contest between two pretty good teams. This might be the most high-powered I've seen between both in this stages so far. This is the third game that we've covered. United States, big rebound. This one is stopped, and now near the right side dot. Czechia gets the puck possession. They work the bumper near the right side wall. We'll take this one D to D. Trying to get the traffic out in front of us. Sapovaliv, now they score. This one goes in. Bears makes it 2-1. And Czechia gets us in the top corner, and they've taken the lead. All sorts of Czechia fans excited, as well they should be. Bears gets it done on the first line from the Sapovaliv and Kulich line. We'll see how it goes in. All sorts of traffic out in front. They get this to the left side, and man, this is just lifted from a severe angle. Sapovaliv sets up Bears, top right corner and in. What a shot that was. And Czechia takes the lead. And all of a sudden, I feel a little bit of the stomach start to churn because I kind of imagine what could happen on Sunday if the United States doesn't win this game. They have to really beat Slovakia at that point. So Adam Bears is a 2-1 lead for Czechia here. And now the United States have given up a couple goals. Near the left side, take this one D to D. Here's a fire. This one will go wide. Czechia has just taken the lead. It's 2-1 against the Stars and Stripes here. And the United States, they're not up against it yet, but they certainly have to be feeling a little bit. Czechia is definitely a more powerful opponent than they've faced so far against Norway and some of the others, as this is sent in. It's Norway and Switzerland, as this is flipped in now near the right side. The United States will fire it on, and this one will go wide. Checked in near the left side. Lane Hudson trying to make a move. As this is near the left side red line. Put this in around the end boards now. And Czechia try to look to break out here. Has to pick this one up a couple times. Czechia cross pass, good entry. Have to be stopped here for Fowler. And he does so near the right side. So this is starting to get a little bit testy, as this is a long chance. This will go wide into the left side boards. The United States can't get it out of their own zone right now. They're in a little bit of trouble. Hudson, settle it down. Little flip pass, and this will bounce right there. Let's check. We'll go ahead and get this one out of the way. Gain the entry near the right side wing. Czechia off the forehand, and they'll take it wide near the left side dot. Finish a hit, drop the stick. United States just trying to find a bouncing puck, settle it down, trying to control this thing, cross pass, and what a goal! We are tied! United States ties it up at 2, just trying to control it out of the air a couple times and settle it down. And off the cross, it's Will Smith, and we're tied at dose. This is bounced up in the air a couple times, played out of the glove hand by Perreault, sends it across. Smith makes no mistake, and this game is tied. Perreault sets it up. He gets the secondary. It's that Boston University line from Perreault to Leonard to Smith, and it's a tie game at dose. What a contest this has been so far. It's tied at 2. 11:55 left to go in the second, just when the United States needed an answer. They've conceded back-to-back goals. It was a goal in the first, a goal in the second. Will Smith at the 8:04 marker. This is pretty loose here near the top of the left dot. Third line gets it done. Turning it around. Again, the third line, that's a theme. Here's a semi-break. Here's an opportunity. This one will go off the stick shaft of Hrabal. And now near the left side, trying to spin and turn. Gavin Brindley trying to keep this one in. This is near the left side dot now. Try to pick this one back off for Nazer. He's back out there. Again, the primary assist man in this tournament off the 2-on-2. Czechia. This will stay onside now. 11:05 left to go in this second. This has been a back and forth contest. This is Pole Camp. We'll use the glass and kind of cue shot this thing. This Czechia might gain the entry here. They're going to get their own dump in here. Has to get picked up for Fowler. He'll get there first, get back in his goal crease. As Czechia, backhanded play. And this is a good stick save for Fowler. Man, oh man, has this game been crazy. Getting the entry off the pass, trying to find Snuggerud. This will get picked off. And now, and then for Marzal. He's got it near the left side. As United States trying to get this one shut down. It's Boonham and Fortescue. They mix the lines here for David Carl's squad. Sent back around the inboards. Fortescue getting in a double stick lift here. We'll see if he can do so. Near the left side dot. Big save for Fowler, but there was a rebound as this is in behind the cage. We're almost halfway through the second turnaround shot. This one goes wide. 10:05 left to go. Czechia has it. And it's an opportunity for the United States to break out. Here's a cross pass. This is inside Jimmy Snuggerud trying to finish his check. United States in the middle of a change. They got to be quick about it. Czechia trying to push us the other way. Sapovaliv power move to the net. And a good cancel there. Able to knock that away for Boonham. 9:40 left to go in the second. United States have just tied this one. Will Smith, the Boston University line, all third product, all got it done. 9:35 left to go in this middle frame. Power move gets canceled off near the right side red line. Turnaround chance goes wide. Shecky has got it now. The energy in the kitchen's been turned up all the way. Fowler hits it with the right pad. Sapovaliv off the half spin. Here's a chance with the 1T. Fowler will slow it down, and so will I. 9:17 left to go in the second. We'll take a break. It's tied at 2.
In this challenging market, you need to be innovative. Navigate buying or selling.
That's why who you work with matters.
HomeLine's Buy Before You Sell program has been a game changer for our team.
One of our clients, a young couple, found an amazing home that was only available for a short period of time.
They were able to do it fast, on contingent offer.
Before even having to think about selling their existing home and win the home of their dreams.
Can I hand you a nice leaky faucet?
How much does it cost on my HVAC check?
How do you want to know I have Some questions don't have to keep you up at night. Get peace of mind with Let's We'll connect you with local pros for any home project, from a small fix to a big remodel. See transparent prices, read verified reviews, and book with just a tap. Thumbtap, the easy way to care for your home.
USA Hockey's Try Hockey for Free Day is set for Saturday, February the 24th. To find a rink hosting a Try Hockey for Free event, visit tryhockeyfree.com and visit rinks as often as you can. Visit that site as often as you can because rinks are added as we move closer to that date. The program with addition of USA Hockey gets you out there learning to play. That was East. Great story.
2-2. Czechia's got it now. 8:55 left to go in the second as we check back into the action. United States can't get it out. Near the left side, there's a gigantic rebound again, but this one's funneled away. See if the United States can touch this one. Nelson with a long shot. This one's going for Hrabal. So I will get the time set up with the goals. I got those ones typed up a little bit for my notes. But again, Czechia had scored back-to-back goals to take a 2-1 lead. The United States line, with the midst of Gabe Perreault, Ryan Leonard, and Wolf Smith, tied this one at 2. This has been back and forth. And again, going into the open, as we said, you got Seamus Casey out with the flu bug, Trey Augustine, the Red Wings product out of the Michigan State Spartans, part of the flu bug as well. So Jacob Fowler gets back-to-back starts. And the United States kind of have this as a must-win because, honestly, they have to win this game to go 3-0 with Slovakia in the group stage for a Sunday setup. And a wanting pass will go near the left side boards, and Czechia will find a way to intercept and try to break out in their own zone. As this is sent back around for Drew Fortescue. Fortescue, as this will get blocked off the outreach stick, and you got to be careful here near the left side. Cross, and this is going in. Fowler, he was down and out. I was saying you got to be careful there. It was a 1-on-3, and the one got it done, able to send this cross pass in and beat Fowler, and now Czechia takes a 3-2 lead. Sapousek finishes it off. This is picked off into the neutral zone now, and Czechia immediately counters near the left side. They needed to buy some space. Fowler can't get to the left post, and this just beats him off the rush, and Czechia takes the lead. What a sauce pass that was. And man, oh man, this Czechia team, that is a clinical finish there for Sapousek. And they got 2 in the second, and now they've taken a 3-2 lead. This has been back and forth. This kind of feels like NHL 24 on steroids right now. Everybody's got the 94 speed builds. Fowler, I don't even know if you could say, hey, can Trey Augustine make some of these saves? Well, he's not available. Samuel Hillebrand would have to be the true backup goaltender at this point, but you're leaving up some odd man rushes here, and the United States is getting burned for it. And now they're going to have to find a way to answer again. I do think the United States has one more goal that they can go ahead and get. We're still 8:05 in the second for sure. I think they will get one more, but how many more can Czechia get? They're really enjoying this one right now, as this is picked up and across the red line. The United States turn it over as Czechia nicely played in between a couple of backhands. So Robin Sapousek at 11:07 from Sale and Melovsky get this done, and Czechia has a 3-2 lead now with 7:35 left to go in the second. This is anybody's contest, but the United States for foul. I know there's been some rushes. Here's another bad turnover, and this is picked up. But honestly, I don't know at this point if the United States defense is going to be able to hold. As this is picked up, they've been giving up some really bad turnovers and some rushes off the other way, and Czechia has pretty much scored every time that they've gotten rushed. Here's an opportunity up a battle for the puck, and the United States will have this one and across the red line. It'll bounce off Czechia. About 7:05 left to go in this second. Right now, they've just taken the lead again. It's been a back and forth contest. There's a 2-1 lead. Now it's 3-2. As this is sent in, United States had a 1-0 lead about a minute into this contest, but that's about as good as it's gotten for them. They're only down 1 though. As this is in across the red line. Rutger McGroarty, his pass across the slot, trying to find Snuggerud, goes wide. The United States have to check back up for David Carl's squad. Let's check. Put it back around the inboards here for Czechia. Left to right. As this one is fired in, Fowler will take a look, standing up near the left side post. It's Lane Hudson off the stretch pass. Well, too far for Snuggerud. Czechia now. Put this in around the inboards. Fowler tries to play this off the glass. United States, Lane Hudson will turn. Full hold. Lane Hudson makes his pass near the left side, too far for McGroarty. Again, the United States need to get back to a little bit of basics here. Their outstretched passes aren't working right now, and Czechia is picking them off left and right. See if they'll make the adjustment. Lane Hudson able to get this one out for Jimmy. Picks it up here for Lane. Lane off the rush. Set it up now, Rutger McGroarty. This one is denied for Hrabal. Now the middle scores! 1-team finish. It's Chesley, and we're tied again. 5:49 left to go in this second. I guess it's just going to be pulling on the heartstrings for me back and forth. But let's just ride the roller coaster. Hudson, he gained the entry. McGroarty, Hudson gets denied. Picked up now, set up here for Hudson, and a 1-T. Chesley in the middle of the circles. It's a tie game again. I don't know if the heartstrings can take it, folks, but the United States have tied it. And we will see if Chesley can do it again. 3-3 is the score line. Back and forth we go. 2 goals in the second period for both teams. 1 goal in the first for both teams. Square again. 5:35 left to go in the second. Flipped in. Fowler will take a look in there, the left side red line. This has been a high-scoring affair. That's the one thing you can't question for the United States. They can put goals in, but you got to be able to get enough defense and get some stops. Fowler off back-to-back starts. As this one is knocked away. Chesley at 14-11 from Hudson. Picked up now for Czechia. They're looking dangerous near the right side. Czechia off the half spin. Sapovaliv will pick this up. This is picked off nicely for the United States. And we'll make this off the red line. This will bounce in off a couple sticks. Up and on a play. 4:59 left to go in the second. Let's go to break. We're tied at 3.
Some things are better left to a professional.
In hindsight, probably should have tried to remove my own appendix.
Like when it comes to finding financial advisors.
What was I thinking?
So leave it to Smart Asset to find them for you. Take the free quiz at smartasset.com. Then you'll be matched with up to 3 vetted fiduciary financial advisors. To get started, take the Advisor Match quiz now at smartasset.com.
It's close. It's close. Why pay over $100 a month for cable when it's half the cost for Fubo TV? Get all the channels you want, with all the entertainment you love, for the price that cable can't beat. Try it free at FuboTV.com.
When you ask Kids to Guard for personalized game day recipes, you get everything you need in just a few clicks, so you can stay on your game.
Here's a look at the last 3 games between the U.S. and Czechia at the World Juniors. And we talked about a little bit earlier, Dave, that quarterfinal loss for Team USA in 2022, 4-2. Prior to that, 7-0 blowout win in 2020 and 2019. A nail-biter, quite like today. That one ended 4-3 in overtime.
And then there's some good ones. I keep thinking about that game they played in Edmonton in 2012. The chip that Peter Mrazek put up on a 4-3 win or 4-2 win. It was incredible. Yeah.
Get back into the play-by-play in just a second here. Typing in those goals off the break. So we're typing in those goals off the break as I'm trying to keep up. It's 3-3 now with 4:35 left to go in the second. Chesley has just tied it. Here's a one-timer. This one will get blocked near the left side boards. Again, this is going to be anybody's contest now. Last goal is probably going to win this. The way that this is looked right now. It's the most goals that I've seen right now. I'm covering 3 different games. Here's an outstretched pass again. Again, I keep mentioning that for the United States. It just keeps getting picked off. And this is fired back in. They're trying to get those long breakouts. It's not working right now. As this is sent in now, and Chesley has the opportunity. I'll go ahead and send this back around the end boards as the United States can look at for another one from 120 feet. And this will get picked off. So Chesley and Lane Hudson, the two defensemen, they're the ones that combined for the latest goal. As we got 3:50 left to go in the second. This game is tied at 3. Flipped in poorly in between the net now. The United States just get this one out. This was right in front of Fowler. My goodness. As this is sent in, the United States trying to pick this one back up after a couple people fall. Bouncing puck here for Jimmy Snuggerud. And Snuggerud has it. And we'll have an opportunity to settle this down. The St. Louis Blues product. Try to get around a couple hits in between the neutral zone now, but he can't do it. It was pretty much 1-on-3. Here's Yuri Kulich off the cross pass. Sapovaliv. Kulich, great play. And this one will go wide near the right side of the boards. Jimmy Fowler just got a piece of that. He was gunning for the low right post. I thought that was going in. This is sent in now off the long feet again. Sapovaliv trying to make a rush the other way. Yuri Kulich. Get it back to D. This one is blocked. Turn around. Backhand save. Fowler. He needed that badly. Now Cutter Gauthier trying to get in there with bars, and the refs are going to have to separate each other. This is getting a little ridiculous here. Renzel as well. And there's some pushing and shoving. I think we'll take another break. 2:56 left in the second.
I'm Jonathan.
Whether you're a fan or a player, nothing compares to our shot.
This season, DraftKings Sportsbook is your place to bet on the greatest sport on ice.
So let's just see, guys, where this one's going to go. We are almost done with the second period. The United States have just tied this one up at 3. I asked you on the chat side, again, we're split. I said, are the United States, do you consider them the favorite of the WJCs? It's split at 50-50 right now with 4 votes. Again, you got plenty of options. You can watch this in TSN in Canada, the double IIHF on the YouTube side, NHL Network in the States. It's where I'm at right now. Again, I'm giving you the play-by-play, but you can follow along on the double IIHF on YouTube. It might be a little delayed, but I'm doing the best I can with the play-by-play side of it, able to give this to you. As I'll pull my lines back up here on this side, come back from the commercial break. So 2:45 left to go in this second. As this is recollected for the United States, this will be picked up off the forehand now as it's sent back around. And we'll see who gets a chance to touch this one. It's loose out in front. It's a good stop there for Fowler. Again, that's another one you got to mark down. This could easily be a 5 or 6 goal game for Czechia, and I'm not even exaggerating. It's tied at 3, though. This is and across the blue line. Can the United States get it? No, they couldn't get a loose puck there. As this is a chance near the left side. This will go wide. Put it around the end boards now. Czechia play this one off the back as Owls will put this one in deep. The United States trying to go ahead and find this one as Gavin Brindley's line is out there now. Saleh will find this one, leave his zone as it's 2 minutes left to go in the second now. This will be flipped in across the red line. It's a 3-3 tie. Again, this was just finished off a couple minutes ago by the defensive pairing of Lane Hudson and Ryan Chesley. Here's a long chance. It'll get blocked near the left side dot. And now Chalet will try to go ahead and get this one. The United States will try to press. It's 2-on-2. And near the right side wall as this is picked back up now for Gavin Brindley. Sent back around the end boards. United States needs a change and they'll get one. Hirscher will put this the other way as Czechia will try to take it left to right for the rest of this period. But they can't change. They've iced it. Fortescue will touch off the hybrid side. When we get into the second period, I will reset all the goals. I'll have to type those all in for myself as well because there has been a lot of housekeeping. There has been so much offense in this second period. 2 goals aside. It was 1-1 after 1. 3-3 right now with 1:23 left to go in the second. So 2 goals maybe on both sides in the second. But still all square. Cutter Gauthier can't win the draw. And now Czechia will have this across the red line. 1:10 left to go in this middle frame. Again, it's been a topsy-turvy affair. Snuggerud Sends the pass across. They were looking for a wide open left side of the post, but the shot goes wide. So Gauthier, McGroarty, and Snuggerud top line out there in the final minute for the United States. It might be a long shift for them as we're down to about 45 seconds. Intercepted now in the middle of the circles. United States have it looking for a cross pass, and this is bounced off a diving body. United States trips over a stick there. It is Jimmy Snuggerud. He'll keep it near the right side bumper. And Czechia, they can press this thing near the left side. Turn off the half spin. Keep it alive now near the circles. Looking for a drop pass, but the United States will swallow it up. Down to 20 seconds off the rush fire. And this one is stopped from a Snuggerud chance by Hrabal. 19 seconds left to go in the middle frame. So St. Louis Blues product Jimmy Snuggerud trying to make that play for University of Michigan man Rutger McGroarty. But a shot block in the lane for Ulsher could have saved a goal there. 19 seconds left in the middle frame. Drawn out here with you. NHL Network feed. We're watching this one between Czechia and the United States. Group B World Junior Action Day 4. It's the third game that I've covered, so we've got 6 different teams on that side. First shot. This one is blocked. Perot turned around and fire, trying to look for Smith off the deflection. Now Czechia has got one more opportunity off the rush. Down to 8 seconds. This will work in behind the cage. The United States have it. Played off the wall. Get this in through neutral. Time for one more shot. This one will go wide. And we will take the break. At the end of 2, we're still tied. Now it's 3-3. Come right back. We'll see what happens in the third. It's nail-biting time.
Let's get into our intermission crews here at Santos and Steve Conroy.
All right, thanks, CJ and Dave. Welcome in the intermission report.
Let me go ahead and type these goals in and get the stats. We got to get this squared away right now. We are still tied. It was 1-1 after 1. It's 3-3 after 2. So hold all tickets. Go get your drink, get your popcorn, everything else. You got about 15 minutes and then come right back because I don't think you're going to want to miss this one. Regardless if it turns out to be a blowout in the third period, I don't see it. But the way that this is going to go, I think it's going to be last goal wins. Honestly believe that at this point.
There's not a lot of room. They don't mind being physical, and they're proud. And they're in this hockey game. It's going to be a tough one.
We're going to dive into the physicality of this one in just a little bit, but let's go through the goals so far. This one was all knotted up to start the second, tied at 1 goal apiece, and then 2-1. The Czechs go up on the Adam Barrett goal.
Yeah, Barrett's just kind of all alone in front of the net. Kind of a lucky bounce, too, because it heads back to the point, kind of heads off to the corner, too. And Sapovaliv just kind of bounces off his stick right to Barrett, and not much that Kyle can do.
And like I said, they're finding ways to answer back. Will Smith, who opened up the scoring in yesterday's game, but it's actually gave Perot it's his setup that is what caught your eye.
I thought this play was dead. It looks like the puck gets poke checked off of Gabe Perot. You know anything about him? He's got maybe the best hands on this team. Not the greatest skater, but look at the hands. He settles it, he goes flat, he gives it right over to Leonard. Leonard quickly to Smith. That BC line connects. They've been so good.
So Bears open the scoring here from Jiricek. That was a roof shot near the left side, Doc. Got it all the way to the top right post. Gave Czechia the lead. The United States came back, and then Czechia did as well. We're going to get all the Czechia goals tapped in here first. So Robin Spauschek made it 3-2 with 11:47 left to go in the middle frame.
To see if he can go, because that guy off in the corner is not really dangerous. So the defenseman heads to him. That kind of opens up the front of the net. Made Perot a little late in getting back, and Sapousek, it's a good shot. A one-timer crosses body and just sneaks it by Fowler. You see the Fowler gets a piece of it, not quite enough off the glove and into the net. That gives them the lead.
Americans, though,
Never say die.
never say die. Ryan Chesley goes top shelf to make it a 3-3 game.
Yeah, bad coverage too, I think, here by the Czechs. They get mesmerized by the puck. Everyone gets watching the puck, and they collapse down low. Lane Hudson does a really good job here. He gets stopped on the original shot. He picks up his own rebound. He sees Chesley coming in from the point. And you see all those red jerseys just staring at the puck. That opens up the big defenseman Chesley. He's got a wide open look, and he makes good on it.
So Czechia scored a pair, but so did the United States. So is Will Smith from Leonard and Perot.
You already mentioned just the sheer size of the Czech defensemen. defensemen. How is this a different opponent, just physically and the grittiness that we're seeing than Team USA has faced?
Yeah, well, good question. And keep in mind they faced Norway and the Swiss team in the first couple of games. Not known as bruisers or physical teams, not really known for their hockey either. Still competitive teams. But this Czech team, they play North American style game. In fact, a bunch of these guys on the Czech team play over in North America in the OHL, the Quebec Junior Hockey League. So they're not afraid of the rough stuff. And, you know, the European game isn't.
And then Chesley from Hudson should be last goal there. The defense core gets this one done.
Keep in mind, they lost their very first game of this tournament to the Slovaks. So everybody else may be a little bit. The Slovaks very good this year, but they realize if they've got any chance of winning, they've got to nullify the skill of the Americans, and one way to nullify the skill is to be physical. And so far, they have been very physical in Team USA.
Team USA last took home a bronze. So how can they bring home a gold this time? We are going to look ahead to Team USA's schedule coming up after break.
Let's get the time of the goals in for my notes. So in the second period, there were 4 Bears scores at the top of the right of the post. Rosen to the left out. Matyas Sapovaliv was the one that set up the primary. That was at 6:23 of the second.
The #1 longest lasting AA battery.
FanDuel, we speak hockey. That's why we give you more ways to bet on the NHL. But you want to bet on the clock like the land?
USA responds after giving up 2 straight goals. It's tic-tac-toe with the Smith line as he finishes in tight. Again, we got that one all squared away. That one was at 8:04 of the second frame. And then Sapousek gets a great finish. It was 1-on-3, and the United States had the 3 as it was near the left boards. But Solid makes the cross-pack. Sapousek finish it from left to right. It's off the offhand on that side. It was a glorious finish and near the bottom of the left post. Czechia takes a 3-2 lead at the 11:47 mark, but not so fast. Lane Hudson tries to get something going in the middle. He gets a gloved puck that gets knocked down. Gets denied with the first shooting opportunity. And then Hudson stays with the play, finds Chesley in the middle of the circles, and bang, it's in the back of the net. 3-3 tie after 2.
It is so quiet that none of my coworkers even know I'm using it.
Strengthen and tone your legs.
So let's see now, after 2 periods, what the stats look like. Shots on goal were 15-5 in the first for the Americans. Now it's 24-17.
Circulation is moving, I'm burning calories, and it makes me feel energetic.
Call now and order Ellipse, the seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation. Call and get upgraded to the Deluxe Bundle. Get a faster motor or 5 miles of steps per hour, the step counter, the sport mat, and wireless remote. Call now.
So shots on goal are 24-17 for the United States, but Czechia outshot United States 12-9 in that period. And that's tied at 3. Again, no penalties in that second period. Let me make sure I got that correct. Yeah, so still 2 aside. 1 penalty for the United States. So now both teams 0 for 2.
No easy path. They face Slovakia coming up on Sunday. Slovakia team is 3-0. Meanwhile, Czechia was in the gold medal game against Canada next year. So we're really getting a preview of what we can expect, which is, yes, it might be their toughest opponent yet, but they have an even tougher one ahead. Now, luckily, they do have Saturday off to kind of get a little bit of of a breather thing.
Yeah, but still, it's 3 games in 4 days. The Slovaks have really surprised a lot of
And Czechia has been excellent. As we see, we're looking at the group stage right now on Natural Network. Slovakia 3-0, United States 2-0, and they have to play Slovakia on Sunday morning at 6 a.m. So this is a must-win game, really, for the United States to try to get a chance to win this group. You think you need to find a way to at least – you got 2 wins. It's got to be – that could get you in, but I think you want to play Germany more so than anybody else.
Which would be a much tougher opponent. So they realize this. Listen, it's not the end of the world if they lose this game, but if you win this game, you make the next one against Slovakia. You make the playoff round just a little easier.
So if you want to come away with the top spot in this round.
Absolutely. It just makes everything a lot easier.
Well, like I said, they do have Saturday off. They've been going back to back, so hopefully they also get some of those guys that have fallen sick.
Yes, that's
back
right.
in the fold.
Yeah, not only the goalie Trey Augustine, but Seamus Casey, who's a fantastic defenseman, also out with an illness. So hopefully those guys 100% come the weekend.
The flu bug bites everyone.
Sure does.
All right, when we come back, we're going to catch up with Ryan Chesley on the ice and get his opinion on the second period.
All right, folks, we're in the middle of the second intermission. We are still tied. It's 3-3 now. We reset the goals. Aaron Berge from Matej Push and Robin Spacek from Edward Sell, Matyas Melovsky. It's 2 goals for them on that side, 2 goals for the United States. Will Smith from Ryan Leonard and Gabe Perreault, the Boston University line, and Ryan Chesley from Elaine Hudson on that end for the United States. Again, tomorrow is going to be my assignment with the Waterford Sharks taking on the back-to-back-to-back champs from the MIHL and the Muskegon Voyagers. And then I believe, if I can, on the Monday side, I will be with Alec Nava for the outdoor game between the Kraken and the Vegas Golden Knights. Again, just after that will be Michigan and Alabama, and then Washington and Texas. So it'll be a big day for myself and Cooper Hopkins. Again, for Cooper Hopkins, the following week after this, I probably will get a chance to work with him. So not next week, but the following week after that I will, because I'll be covering the World Juniors. So Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday will be World Juniors action on that side. The way that that's going to work was Tuesday will be a quarterfinal. Again, Thursday, Friday will be a semifinal. Friday will be a final at 1:30. So the only thing I have set in stone as far as time is the final at 1:30 for the World Juniors. That'll be the gold medal game. We're going to cover that one. If the United States make it to Thursday or Friday, we'll be leaning that way and covering the U.S. If it's U.S. and Canada, we're going to be all over that. So that's all I can say right now. I wish the Sunday game for the United States wasn't at 6 a.m., but they're going to be playing against Slovakia, and that might be a chance to who wins the group stage, depending on what happens here.
You'll never use anything else again. Plus, get a free sample of Poof Laundry Odor Eliminator. Just one wash removes the toughest odors from your laundry and your washer.
So I'm telling you, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday will be the next part of the group stage in the quarterfinal, semi, and final. I will have those for you. We will lean the United States Thursday and Friday should they make it that far. If not, we'll probably be covering maybe Canada, Sweden, Czechia, Slovakia, whoever gets in there. I'll be covering whoever it is.
He scored the even goal at 3, so
obviously, we know we have the power to score a lot of goals, but I think we need to focus on our defense and limiting on the chances. So I think that'll be a big focus for the third here.
Also talking about trying to work out some of the turnovers in this game. How do you practice and how are you cognizant of just those the puck management improvements that you're looking to instill?
Yeah, I think the big things are winning blue lines, getting pucks out of the zone blue line and getting pucks in at their blue lines. And then even if we do turn over, make a mistake, we got to backtrack hard and get back to help our defense.
Also, some offense that you provided. What did you read on that play, taking that pass from Lane Hudson?
Yeah, obviously I saw my T-partner down low. He had a little opening to me through the seam, made an unbelievable pass, and I was lucky to bury it.
Appreciate that. Best of luck rest of the way, Ryan.
Thank you.
Chesley there putting it perfectly for us right there.
Yeah.
You know, they do have the ability to score a lot of goals. This Team USA is very deep. But what do the Americans need to do to prevent more Czech goals?
Yeah, well, Chesley talked about limiting chances, and what they've got to do, they've got to be better in front of their net, especially between the dots, because that's where 95% of the goals are scored. And you know, he's on that second period. Even back in the first period, a number of opportunities. Great save by Fowler here. Look at how much time and space the shooter has from right in front of the net. That goal was scored in the second period. They're kind of off to the side, but we're still within 15 feet of that net. So what you have to keep in mind, and I mentioned it before, the European rink, 15 feet wider than a North American rink. And as a defenseman, even forward, sometimes you get sucked outside those dots. When you get sucked outside the face-off dots, that leaves a little more room inside the rink, in front of your net. So that's what they've got to do a little better job in front of their own goal time.
Jacob Fowler, he's had his work cut out for him in the second of a back-to-back. EJ Redlich and Dave Starman will have to call the game for the third period. It's still tied up. 3-piece.
All right, so we're going to get settled here, I think, after the next commercial break for the United States and Czechia in the third period. And again, this is where I just say this. This game has gone back and forth. There's been lots of shots on goals here on this side. Again, Czechia had a 12-9 advantage in that second period. United States still out in front. But how bad do you want this if you're the United States? You've got to find a way to close down some of that time and space for Czechia. Fowler again off back-to-back starts. You knew that was going to be tough because Trey Augustine missed him with a little bit of the flu bug. Same thing there for Seamus Casey. But you got to close down that time and space. You know what's out in front of you right now. You also want to have an easier matchup after what happened Sunday in between Slovakia and the United States. If the United States find a way to win their group, they might have an opportunity to play Germany instead of Finland or anyone else. So set yourself up, set your sights. Obviously, you got to get out of this game. The main thing you can do is try to close down time and space as much as possible. Everybody's got to be able to get back and back check, and then you got to forecheck together when you decide. Keep your spacing and make sure with the extra 15 feet, as they said, in between the Olympic-sized ice here, that you really got to make sure that you keep your spacing and keep everything set together. If you can do that, I think the United States can find a way to come out in front. Hey, this might be a 6-5 type final, but you got to find a way to probably limit Czechia to 1 goal or less here. Get a third period, get your best defensive effort, find a way to get a couple more past Hrabal and get it done. I wish there was other ways that I could say it right now, but I really think that this is going to be an offensive type shootout. The rest of the game has been this way, and I don't see it changing. But let me know, what are your thoughts? I kind of broke down a little bit of what I'm expecting to see in the third. What are your thoughts? What do you think about the Group B stage? Again, I can just tell you now, in between the games today, again, the latest one that I'll be typing after this is Canada and Sweden. That's the 1:30 game. It is Norway and Slovakia. Slovakia went 3-0. They got an 8-4 win over Norway. And Finland shut out Latvia 4-0. Finland got their first win. I'm surprised they're only 1-2. But for Latvia, they're 0-3. They haven't scored a goal yet in this tournament. They're probably going to get relegated on that side, depending on what happens during the quarterfinal, semifinal stage, and this and that. But man, oh man, I'd just like to see them score a goal. I don't want to go through the whole tournament and not see a team score at all. That just wouldn't feel very good for the youngsters. In our game, it's 3-3, and we're going to be getting ready to start the third period. It's been all systems go type of game. Who's going to be able to make the next big save? Who's going to get the next big goal? And how many is it going to take for the United States? I'm hoping for their sake that it's only maybe one more that the U.S. needs. They need to kind of find a way to shut down this third period and make me feel a little bit better personally. But this has been a back and forth type of game. It really is all you can say. So we were tied after 20. We're tied after 40. And we're getting it set now for the third period puck drop. It's 3-3. John Ott, I'm your play-by-play man. We're in Gothenburg, Sweden, watching this one on NHL Network. We're going to see who leads Group B. Right now, it's Slovakia. They're 3-0. The United States trying to join them. As this is picked up now for Ryan Chesley. This will be collecting across the blue line. Here we go. Czechia off the rush. And this is stopped for Power off the glove hand. Apparently, nobody's going to be able to stop anybody on the defensive side. There's an opportunity, and this one will get knocked away just for the moment for Cutter Gauthier. Now near the left side, Sapovaliv off the half spin. One of the edges has lost it for the U.S. defenseman as they'll get back up. And now Jimmy Snuggerud, St. Louis Blues product, will go ahead and pick this one up away from Hamara. This will be closed down by Fowler. Still very contested, though, as the United States. They will see this go across the blue line now. Got a minute into this third period, tied at 3, as this is sent in and recollected for the United States. It's an opportunity now for Nazer off the drop, but all he found was a Czechian forward. As this is recollected now right to left, that's what Czechia wants to do. Off the drop, picked up off the backhand, and a good stick lift. Again, Czechia in the red with the white top and the blue helmets in the United States, and the white jerseys with the red striping and the blue pants is a gigantic hit. Took out one of the United States players. Here's a chance right through the middle, and this one will go wide near the left side boards. The United States able to stay with this thing just for a moment, and Czechia will get this into the neutral zone now. Here's a race for the puck as Polkamp put this around the end boards. And now Hamara will go ahead and get this one as they'll use the wall across there for Chalet. This will send in Yuri Kulich. Buffalo Sabres product will turn and spin. The first rounder has been good, especially in the last WJC. He's been good in this game as well, as to be expected. Put around the inboards here, good reverse hit. As it's been a good physical game as well. This has been high power back and forth. Off the bar! And that ring off the post. Czechia came that close. They were in between the dots when they let it go. But it's still 3-3. Settle back down now. And recollected for Tomas Hamara. The Ulster line is out there with Hamara. And this is sent in. Recollected by Czechia. Powering up the back end of the left side. Dot fired toward the net. The United States will recollect. Again, this is one of those ones, I guess they're just trying to survive off the back-to-back games. But they've just not been able to stop Czechia's attack. Ulster off the drop. He wants it in the middle of the circles now. And this is picked off. It's an opportunity now for the rush. There's a backhand. This one bounces up in the air. And Czechia gets an opportunity now with 17:05 left to go in the third. As it's picked up across the wall, Fowler will settle it down. Wenzel fire it in for the United States, and they've iced it so they cannot change. Czechia can do whatever they choose now at this point. The third line of defense, Renzel Munum, is out there right now. And again, Ryan Leonard went off the rush there with the back check, able to stop a goal and then try to take it the other way. Leonard had it off his forehand. He was trying to make a power move off the windmill and look for Nelson, and he backhanded it wide. So an all-important defensive zone draw, but Czechia wins it in the offensive end. As this is recollected near the right side dot. Off the spin and turn, Czechia has this and across the goal line now. As this is in the wall, off the bumper, Sabula. He might get a piece of this here as the United States having trouble just trying to locate the vulcanized rubber. Have this in the high slot. Power move off the backhand. And a little bit of a hold as bodies were tied up there. This will be kept in across the blue line. Are we going to get a penalty or an offsides? Offsides it is. 16:25 left to go in the third as they're profiling Kulich. Joel's check there. Again, off the backhand opportunity. Just trying to keep that alive is Yuri Kulich. I have liked his game. I think the Buffalo Sabres will like and see what they get from him. They've had a miserable year, but they have more prospects like him. I think if things would turn around, I really do believe that. Kevin Adams is going to be able to get the job done at some point, or somebody's going to be losing a job. 16:25 left to go in the third. Again, they said the Czechians play, they get another offsides, but they play a lot in the OHL, they play a lot in the Quebec Major Junior League, some in Canada, and they like to play the physical style of game that the United States do. I think that translates well to the NHL, and I can see that. I mean, in between some of the things I've seen between Finland, and then Germany and Sweden. I think this Czechian team, not just because they've scored 3 goals against the United States, but this is the best 2 teams that we've seen so far as scoring talent. Again, Canada was able to go up against Finland. Finland doesn't have the same type of power. I'd like to see Canada play against Czechia again, or the United States, maybe even Slovakia. Slovakia might be laughing at everybody right now. As Jimmy Snuggerud is probably will put this one in for Czechia. Near the left side red line here. Again, no goals so far in the third, but it's only been about 4 minutes and 5 seconds in. Again, that's probably a sigh of relief for both of these teams right now, but we'll see how critical this third period is going to be played. This is a good stick brush here for Czechia, as they'll get this one, and they'll knock away from Jakub Stancl. He had the opening goal of the game. Off the drop lane, Hudson. Ooh, that was a good opportunity there for Snuggerud. Turns and shoots, and this will just work as a clear. And near the left side boards, as the United States will recollect. 15:25 up to go as it's played in off the wall. And an opportunity one more time for Tomas Hamara on the Ulster line. Again, that first defensive line just keeps getting shoveled back out there near the right side. Dot pass gets deflected. And Czechia now try to take this one right to left. This has bounced a couple times off their collecting their own end for Hamara. Leave over here for Ulster. Ulster now go ahead and make his stretch pass near the right side wall, as this one is sent in between Adams and Melovsky, the fourth line. This will get blocked off the slap shot, recollected as it bounced up in the air. Czechia still with this thing, trying to power move toward the net. United States got to get it out. They will gain across the blue line now. We'll see what happens. In up the rush down. Nazer will turn. He's trying to make something happen. He'll buy some time for his defensive sides as they'll recollect off the turnaround shot. This will go intentionally wide as the United States will have to get back in it. Kelcher will get it down for Czechia. 14:25 left to go in this third. Fowler with a long outstretched pass. He found Nazer, but this is in the neutral zone now. Race for it. Back in the defensive end. And the United States have it with Enzo. He got knocked all the way back in his own end. Third line defense out there. Puck's being kicked around. Being an opportunity for Gavin Brindley. Off the backhand, trying to make something work. And this one will get knocked away. Czechia will push this the other way, but Kulich gets stick lifted. Now the United States have it near the left side dot. They'll crisscross, turn and shoot. This one goes wide near the left post as it gets deflected. Can't be held in. Be flipped in. Should be iced against Czechia, but no, this goes a little bit too far. Recollected now off the outstretched pass. This will be iced against the Americans instead. 13:43 left to go in third. So this is a more defensive third period. Again, I think the United States might have heard a little bit from what I was trying to plea for a more defensive style in the third period. Maybe the next goal will win. I've kind of felt that way through halfway through this contest at least. But hold Czechia to 1. Maybe the United States get a couple. It still kind of seems that way right now, but it's 3-3. Will Smith will get this one on Boston University near the left side wall, though. Czechia will get the press. And now the United States have to use the left side wall to try to get this puck loose. It's Sapovaliv. This is knocked away from him. Czechia still providing that effort and pressure as this is sent in now. Up a couple reverse hits. Still able to stay with it now. I've been thoroughly impressed over the last couple WJCs as this is picked up off the backhand. Again, Czechia, I always consider them to be a team that can medal. I just love the way that they play. Again, they don't care about anything the United States is doing. They'll do all the same things back and do a little bit better at times. They've just proven themselves to be a really tough opponent every single time in the World Juniors. As this is picked up off the backhand now and recollected by Gabe Perreault. Third line out there with Will Smith and Ryan Leonard. Perreault having to fight through a couple of contact. They'll get this to defense now. Chesley and Hudson, top line out there now. Hudson still dancing, turning, leaving the high slide. Here's a 1-T, gets blocked, picked up by Hudson. That ain't one of the checking players for sure. Hudson now, still dancing near the right side dot. He was at the left. After he got it back, we'll get it up high. As this is Hudson. Hudson, backhand, still with this thing. He'll turn and shoot. This one gets blocked out in front. This will fall. The hard ball, they'll make the save. Near the right side bumper, kept in by Hudson, still dancing. Hudson now in the high slot. His turn pass. This gets deflected. That was set up for Perreault. Hudson has it again. Hudson now still trying to keep this alive. He's trying to draw a penalty, and this is bounced up in the air. This can't be held. The United States might as well take some changes here. Chesley will turn and fire off the left side blocker. 11:55 left to go in this third. What's going to happen now? I'm sure we're going to get an ice break soon. Off the rush. Big stop. This one got knocked away from Fowler for a moment. He wasn't sure where it was. Another chance from distance near the right side blue line. It's Czechia. Turn and spin now. Have this in behind the cage of Fowler. Jimmy Snuggerud's line's back out there, and they need to make something happen. The top line's been a little silenced lately. Top line defense hasn't, though. Becher, one-timer setup. And this one will go from the left to right dot, go to the left side wall. And now Hamara will have this one near the left side wall. The United States trying to finish a check. It's loose out in front. A good save for Fowler. Bodies are down. And now Czechia has it near the right side. They'll play this one behind the cage. Another big opportunity. The United States is trying to form a fortress out in front. And here's a pickup. Cutter Gauthier. Long shot. This one will get deflected. Jimmy Snuggerud goes too far for him. Gauthier gets blocked. Snuggerud trying to get back on his horse. Czechia will have this in their own end. Non-stop action in the third period, but we get to have a goal in the third. It was 1-1 after 1, 3-3 after 2. This game's been tied pretty much the whole way through, and the next goal might win it. The way this is set up, I believe it's going to go, if it is tied, into overtime and then a shootout, the way this goes. As this is sent in, though. We still got halfway to go in the third, though. This is Nazer set this one up, and the United States trying to get this one up and outreach, and they can't do it. This will be a long flip near the left side, and Czechia enters the zone with speed in the left side dot. Slow up now. Try to find this near the left side dot. Good work here for Czechia to keep it alive, but the United States desperately trying to take this one left to right. Here's an opportunity up the pass, and this one will get stopped with the right pad of Hrabal. Now Al's check, number 6, off the long stretch. The defenseman will put this one in across the red line. 9:54 left in the third. We finally get a whistle, and it goes off the netting here. We will come back. We're halfway through the third. We are still tied. Intensity, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we have right now in this game. Still 3-3. We're halfway through the third period. No goals yet in the third. Whoever's listening in, if you can make a comment or whatever else, if you follow along, I appreciate it. I want to know right now, as we're halfway through the third period, shootout notwithstanding, if we ever get to that point, what's your money on? Who is going to get the next goal? You give me a team name, you give me a player name, anything else? If you give me a player name, give me a player name for both sides. Give me a golden goal, one for Czechia, one for the United States. Who do you got? Still got 4 votes in our question. I said you consider the United States the favorite of WJCs, and it's split at 50-50. It's one of the best games of the tournament, notwithstanding because it's the United States. But Czechia and the United States, I had a feeling on this one. I didn't expect Czechia to come out so full force on the offensive side. They gave the United States everything they could handle, but they've been so good throughout the tournament the last couple of years. So play it. We'll go ahead and win this draw. So Czechia's got offensive zone possession. We got 9:45 left to go in this third. We may be in next goal win territory. Shot goes just wide near the left post. As this is sent in the neutral zone now, bodies will come together. We'll see if Gavin Brindley can pull this one out. This is picked up for Smith for a moment and flipped down the ice. It'll be an opportunity for Michael Hrabal to play this one, number 30. Again, Jacob Fowler, number 29 for the United States, getting back-to-back starts because Trey Augustine dealing with a little bit of a flu bug. Same thing for Seamus Casey, the defenseman out of the University of Michigan, is not there today as well. So they're missing a couple key pieces. I don't know if Augustine will be able to make some of those saves, though, because Fowler got burned. There's a long sauce pass. This is on sides, and Will Smith now has an opportunity to play this one, but this will get knocked away. And now Czechia right to left will collect this near the left side dot. They'll fire it in across the red line now. No goals in this fast-moving third period, but it's still 3-3. Off the rush. Here's a pass right through the middle. This will get solved by Czechia. and cleared it into the neutral zone. As this is an opportunity here for the United States to go ahead and fire it in. Gavin Hayes will get a piece of it, number 27, as this is sent in to the left side. Good finish of a hit for the United States. As the Vuvuzelas are going here. In Gothenburg, Sweden, John Under with you on the call. It's Hayes for a long wrist shot. This one will go wide. Near the right side of Hrabal with the glove hand. 8-10 left to go in this third. John Under with you on the NHL Network feed. It's the United States and Czechia. U.S. right now is 2-0 in the group stage in Group B, but they're trying to keep pace with Slovakia, who's 3-0. Again, they have a huge game Sunday morning at 6 a.m. Eastern. This is stolen. One-timer, and this one goes wide. As this was an opportunity for Snuggerud, and he missed it, though. 7:45 left to go in the third. Good reverse hit. United States trying to hold that blue line, stop Czechia from getting in. Back into the defensive zone. United States look to start again. Good combination pass. Keep it alive off the backhand, but got a little too cute there. Get in the offensive zone. As this will go back to defense here. That'll be another opportunity for Eric Polkamp. He got the start for Seamus Casey today, who was sick with the flu bug. Snuggerud. This is sent in now, as this is knocked away from Brindley. Picked up for the United States. Polkamp will start one more time in the second line for David Kroll's squad. Czechia find the interception, as this is in across the red line now. United States trying to find that neutral zone pressure and find a way to get in. Here's a pass across the goal mouth. United States finally does get offensive zone pressure, as they'll get knocked away a couple times. Cutter Gauthier, first line out there now. As Czechia will rush. This is off the blocker of Fowler. And now long flip. This will be gloved down. United States in the midst of a change. 6:41. Hand pass is the call. So that blows the play dead immediately. Let's go to break again. 6:41 left in the third.
Come see the best players in the world at the Adirondack Tennis Center, April 3rd through 14th. Don't miss your chance to see reigning world champion Team USA defend its gold medal against the best teams from around the world. Tickets are at EmpireStateTickets.com or by calling 315-790-9070. The 2024 Women's World Championship. You don't want to miss it.
It's the BetMGM offer of the week. Get up to $1,500 back in bonus bets if your first bet doesn't win. For all the games later this week. Have your picks and parlays ready with a puck drop. And turn any game into a must-watch. Download the BetMGM app, and it's on.
Puck management is such an important part, especially in late games with the Tide and the Czechs. With some mismanagement after puck is stopped behind the net. There's the look up, and that is absolutely the patch. You can't throw. You have about 10 different options. That would have been the last one, and then the shot gets banned on for the Czechs. Little piece of luck. I'll tell you for
6:35 left to go in this third as we check back underneath the action here. Opportunity near the right side of the crease, and this will get sticked away. Czechia has been right there for some of these cross passes. The United States want to get the high danger chances, but Czechia is canceling them off. The United States might have to score off the rush here. That's the way it looks like right now for both of these teams. And again, I give the slight edge to Czechia as far as what I'm seeing. It's kind of making me nervous every time we touch the puck. Yuri Kulich off the back pass almost set up Sapovaliv for a medicine puck. But this will be picked up now. Brindley off his backhand. It's near the right side, falling down, trying to make a play. And the United States couldn't find anybody there. That's Czechia. We'll go ahead and recollect this thing. 5:50 left to go in the third. Kulich will bat it in. United States will have it. 5:45 left to go in this third. Again, we're still tied. Next goal is going to win this one. As this is right in the middle of the goal mouth, and this is brushed away for Czechia. Now they'll have an opportunity to break out right to left. Pick this up near the left side wing now. Try to finish a check. Sapovaliv will drive. He'll leave it. And this is recollected near the right side red line for the United States. This will get flipped in. Czechia still trying to just draw some ire in off the sport check here as they continue to go ahead and find a press Again, this game is tied. No goals in this third period. It was 1-1 after 1, 3-3 after 2. Brindley trying to keep this one alive. Leonard now will go ahead and turn and spin. It's the Will Smith line. Gabe Perot, third line's out there for David Carl's squad. 4:55 left to go in this third. Are we going to get a goal? Are we going to go to OT? What's going to be the story here? Let's find out. As this is near the left side of the dot. Perot can't find it. And this is just in across the blue in the neutral zone now. This is a poor pass. Czechia is going to be able to find an entry and gain it in across the red. Fowler will play it. I'll leave it for the defensive partners. About 4:30 left to go in this third as they'll gain in across the red line. This will be slowed down by Hrabal. He'll just glove it with 4:27 left in the third. We'll go ahead and take all our commercial breaks right now. 4:27 left.
Hey, that's how I think his mom posted about going to the game. What? He's been averaging like 34 points a game. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy. Cash in on your sports fandom with Prize Picks. This is the Mighty Oak. It grew ring by ring, a little each day. And that's why we made the Mighty Oak debit card. While other cards are built for spending, ours helps your money grow with 2 of the highest APYs available. Acorns, grow your oak.
When you ask Instacart for personalized game day recipes, you get everything you need in just
Not going to lie, as we're getting close to about 4:25 left to go in the third, I am feeling the nerves for the United States. I am not sure which way this game's going to go. I admitted to you during the broadcast that I feel like I'm leaning toward Czechia to be able to finish this game off. That's just from what I see. As far as the Russians, they're kind of taking every punch that the United States will throw, and they are going ahead and making it happen for the most part. And I like what they're doing here for the United States. The game is also right there as well, but this has been a great back and forth game. This has probably been the game of the tournament so far. They're showing all the fans right now that are loving it in between Czechia and the United States and Gothenburg, Sweden. Anybody's contest. It's 3-3 with 4:27 left. Czechia versus the United States. Drawn here within the call. We're watching the NHL Network feed. Double IIHF action. As this is sent in off the backhand now. Ryan Chesley, Lane Hudson, top lines out there. So is the top line, first line. Cutter Gauthier, Rutger McGroarty, and Jimmy Snuggerud. Can they make something happen? They've been silenced a little bit. Top line defense for the United States has been good, but the forwards haven't had anything happening right now. Rutger McGroarty pins against the right side wall. This is a back-to-back, but there really is no excuses because, again, it's going to be waiting for Slovakia Sunday morning at 6 a.m. Here's a chance. Hudson fires. Here's another rebound. This one gets blocked. It was a good pickup there for Cutter Gauthier. Turn and shoot through the traffic, and this one will get blocked as well. Here's another turn and shot. This one is Hrabal near the left side of his pads. Try to get kept in. Nicely gloved down. United States will keep this in. All of a sudden, Cutter Gauthier at the net. Power move. And this one gets saved there for Hrabal as Czechia can't get it out now. This is the best pressure for the United States in this third period. And they'll be flipped back around now for Adam Bears and Melovsky. As this is 3:15 left to go in the third. Czechia finds the entry near the right side dot. One of them blows a tire near the boards, but this will work in behind the net. Measure lines out there. Yuri Kulich, but this was Chevlet. This will go near the left side, trying to keep this alive off the forehand. Here's a centering pass, and the United States is there, but they try to clear it. It's not out. As this is in behind the net now. Here comes Czechia with the pressure that the United States was just providing. The next penalty might be a big one, too, if we can get one. Nothing in this third. Pass goes a little bit too far. 2:40 left to go in this third. As this is recollected, Gavin Brindley near the left side. He tries to make something happen. Here's a sauce pass, but this is picked off and behind the net for Czechia. Chemley get this one out. Here's a fire. This is a rebound. This goes beside the cage. 2:20 left to go in the third. Czechia has it in their own, and here's a soft flip, nicely sticked out of the air, but this will be played too high for Bears. 2:18 left to go in the third. Chances back and forth for both squads, and we could be going to OT. the way that this is set up right now, my heart's already in my throat. And we'll just have to see which way this one goes, shall we? On this side, pucks have been going through left and right. It's been dangerous. Both goaltenders, honestly, some of these chances have been more near misses than saves. But still, nonetheless, they've been high danger chances. As this is picked off now, Ryan Leonard, third line side out there with Will Smith and Gabe Perreault. Can they find a way? Good steal. Here's an opportunity to Leonard off the backhand, trying to make something happen. And this one will get picked off. Czechia will have it. And the left side wall, gain the red line and fire it in. This will be slowed down by Fowler. Got to be careful here with these passes and find these entries. Leonard tries to play it off the wall. It's too far for him. And this one's cleared in. Fowler in a stand up near the right side post. We've got a minute 40 left to go in this third. What is going to happen now? That's the question. As this is recollected here for Sam Renzel, third line on both sides for the United States. This will be recollected off the stick. A little bit too far. United States can't hold the blue one. And Czechia's got it. 1:20 left. They'll gain the entry off the drop. Here's a fan. And this is recollected here for the United States. Will Smith bounces off his stick. He needs to take a change. And the defense will be stuck out there for a few more seconds. Renzel, good outstretch. Rutger McGroarty. Here's an opportunity. Cutter Gauthier. He'll just go back around the net now. Gauthier down to 50 seconds. He wanted the cross pass across the seam. As this is Chesley. We'll put this one in deep. This is recollected now off the forehand. Now Gauthier sends it to D. Lane Hudson. Hudson looking for a pass. United States gets knocked down in front of the net. And this is a long flip. Who's it going to touch now? This goes in across the red line, a little bit too far for the United States to recollect. Down to 30 seconds in this third. We're still tied. We've had no goals in the third. It's been 1-1 after 1, 3-3 after 2. 20 seconds left to go in this third. It's an opportunity for Zabuya. He's got the puck now for Czechia. He's still spinning in his own end. Are they content for OT? Or are they just timing this for one last rush? Down to 10 seconds. We'll put this one back in. This almost gets intercepted by the United States. They get a steal and has to force a save as Harzal. They were trying to kill time. And then when they made a play, it got turned over. Lane Hudson, he just fired it as hard as he could. So the United States will get a face-off. And the offensive end, with 2.2 seconds left, as Hudson really almost made them pay. That would have been an absolute disaster for Czechia. As Czech said, thank you to Hrabal for making that save. So this is an opportunity here for the United States. 2 seconds left to go in the third. Empty net for the United States in a tie game with 2 seconds left. They're going to try to win this and get a 1-T near the right side. Here's a shot at the draw. This is stop for Hrabal. We're going to OT, folks. Tied at 3.
So, head coach David Carr rolling the dice, figuring there's not enough time to get it all the way down. The extra attacker, pretty smart. And a big shot there. But Hrabal is able to turn it away. We will take a breath. I can certainly use it. That was a heck of a third period. We're going to take a break, I believe, before we get to overtime. And we are. Coach is going to look it over. The goalies are going to get set. We'll be back.
This season, DraftKings Sportsbook is not only to bet on the greatest sport on ice. There's so many ways to get closer to the game. And with this latest offer, you can win big. Now that is deserving of some victory stick taps.
New customers want to pocket $150 instantly in bonus bets? Get paid faster than a one-timer when you bet just $5. All you gotta do is download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use the promo code.
So tell me right now, we're going to OT. Who's taking this one? United States, Czechia. Who do you got? So the first overtime of the World Juniors, and we got a Czechia and United States. It'll be a 5-on-5. If at the end of the overtime it's still tied, teams will partake in a shootout. 5 different shootouts will alternate. And if still tied after 5 shootouts, you can have anyone go. A little TJ Oshie rule. But it's a 5-minute OT, 3 skaters, 1 goalie. So 3 aside, just like it is in the NHL, for 5 minutes, sudden death. And if not, we'll go to a shootout. So what will the lines be? We've already had the most intrigue possible. Is this the first overtime game of the World Juniors? Kulich, he's out there right now for Team Czechia. He's going to get settled here for the first taste of OT in this World Juniors. And again, what will it be for the United States? You get a chance to look at some of their lines. As far as that, I imagine we're going to see Lane Hudson, one of the assistant captains on that, and mixing with a couple of forwards. That wouldn't surprise me. Maybe Hamara or Olsher on that side for Czechia, and mixed with Yuri Kulich or Becher or Sapovaliv. That would be for me. So I do see Hamara out there. So I would think with Kulich, maybe Becher or Sapovaliv. Sapovaliv your center. So probably Kulich and Sapovaliv and Hamara, and then Hudson on that end. Probably with Cutter Gauthier. I don't even know who they would put on the first line. Maybe Jimmy Snuggerud as well. I mean, you can kind of mix and match here. First line hasn't looked all that great for the United States, to be honest, in this game. Kind of been canceled out. So this is gut check time, the first OT. So both teams will at least secure a point. Who is going to get all 3? It might be 2, honestly, for winning an OT, 3 in regulation. So even if the USA wins, I think Slovakia probably still leads the group. It doesn't matter right now, though. The United States need to get a win. Here's a chance off the rush, wide side. And this one will get stopped for Hrabal near the left side. 4:40 left to go in this OT again. Next goal wins. This is Kulich. Kulich now, turn and shoot and close the 5-hole for Fowler. 4:36 left to go in the OT. We had a couple chances on both sides. Gauthier and Kulich. And this was a good stretch pass for Lane Hudson. Used the bumper near the right side wall, and that was closed with the left pad for Hrabal. And then the other end, Fowler made a save off Kulich. So again, if nobody scores in this 3-on-3 overtime, we will go to a shootout. 4:36 left. I have a feeling it's going to end in OT. That's just me, though, as this is picked up for Czechia. They can't hold the blue line. They'll send this one back. 4:25 left to go in this overtime. This has been a gut check type of game. This has been a lot of fun. As this is near the left side. Here's a lot of speed off the entry. A short side chance. Gloved down by Fowler. See if the United States can get something going here. They need some reinforcements off the 1-on-3. You don't want to get caught empty-handed here, called they're in the cookie jar off an odd-man rush. Here's an opportunity now, as this will go ahead and spin. Leave this one here off the forehand for the United States. Jimmy Snuggerud snows it down. And now Gabe Perot off the half spin. It'll be an opportunity to go ahead and settle this down and reload here for Gavin Brindley. Brindley now gained the entry. He got hit in the face. And we're getting a penalty called in overtime. And the United States will go to the power play. It's a high stick against Chalet. So 4-on-3, they're going to see whether or not this is going to be blood. It hit Brindley right in the bridge of the nose near the left side of his face. Got that one real clean as far as I think either Sapovaliv or Chalet goes to the box. So it is Melovsky, high sticking at the 119 mark of OT. And the United States have the best opportunity they can ask for. They'll take a timeout. They'll put their top line out there. And on the power play in OT, the United States can take this game. Again, it doesn't matter if they have to concede 1 point just to win it in OT. The double IIHF rules, I think you get 1 less point if you win in OT. You get 1 point if you make it to OT, just like in the NHL. I think if you win in regulation, you get all 3. But all that the United States cares right now is winning. Because if they can beat Slovakia on Sunday morning on that side, well, then there you go. They'll win the group nonetheless. They got to find a way to win this game. At least will give themselves second in the group. Maybe have to play against Finland. They would have wanted to play against Germany, but you got to find a way to win this game however you can. And for Czechia, it's the same thing. You find a way to win it. You've already gone to OT. You might as well win it. 3:41 left to go in this OT. So this is an opportunity. Melovsky's in the box for Czechia, high stick, and the United States haven't had a power play in a while. They don't want to go 0 for 3. They're 0 for 2 or 4 shots. They get one here, they win this game. 3:41 left to go in the OT. Turn and hold for Hudson. Near the right side. United States can afford to be as patient as they want to here, and I think they should. Snuggerud will turn. Leave it here for Hudson now. This is an opportunity for lane cross pass. This will get blocked. Snuggerud now will settle it back down in the high slot. You got 3 forwards near the right side blue line right now as Snuggerud. Like, he'll turn and shoot. This one will get blocked. United States can't get the carom, and this is cleared down the glass. Again, you shouldn't really be worried about a shorthanded chance in a 4-on-3 in OT. With the United States, you're not going to get a better opportunity to score than this. And you got to wonder how Fowler is going to feel with back-to-back games. How does he play in the shootout? Hudson, cross pass. You don't want to think about that, though. As this is Gauthier. This one will get fired. Try to settle it back down. United States have it. They leave for Hudson in the high slot. Here's a one-timer, and this one stopped. Gauthier. This bounces off his glove hand, and this is just across the blue line. So United States will have to check back up. Hudson off the stick lift. Finally gains the entry. Power play. 45 seconds. Lane Hudson. Fake is Gauthier near the right circle. Gauthier has it in the high slot. Back to Hudson. He's been out there the whole time. He'll turn and shoot. This one will get blocked. Sent back down the inboards. Fowler way out of his goal crease. Plays it. Here's an outstretched pass. Gauthier. Snuggerud now. Gauthier near the right circle. He'll turn and shoot. Big rebound. This is in between our ball. I didn't know where it was. But this is settled back down the ice. Fowler has it. U.S. power play down to 10 seconds. 1:50 left to go in OT. If we don't get a goal, we go to a shootout. As this is Smith. Will Smith now near the right side boards. Settle back down. United States having the high slide. Here's Smith. They'll turn and shoot. This one will go wide. It's 4-on-4 now until they get a stoppage. This is flipped. This is off a stick lift. The United States trying to keep this across the blue. Good work here for Czechia. Get this across the blue line now. They'll get their line changes. They'll get a chance to play with the puck. The United States might rue the day they go 0 for 3 on the power play in this game, especially in overtime. 1:15 left to go in this OT. Will we need a shootout? We've been tied at 3 since the end of 2. We're 1:05 left to go in the extra time. This is L's check. We'll drop this one back. Shabiko will leave this here for check. 55 seconds left to go in the OT. We're that close to a shootout. It's 5 rounds if we get there. Here's the entry off the drop pass. This is nicely picked up for Czechia, and they're dangerous now. And the high slot, they'll turn and spin instead, as they'll gain the entry. Right in the middle, they'll turn and fire. This goes off the glove hand. Picked up here for the Czechs. 35 seconds left to go in the OT. You can feel the palpability in the air right now, and it's making the breath heavy as this is sent in near the left side. And the high slot, turn and shoot. This one goes wide. You need to be careful of this rebound here. Fowler watching. The United States have it. Maybe time for one more rush left to right. What can they do with it? Near the left side, this is blocked up off a couple of sticks. The United States will settle it down. This will go all the way back down. It looks like we are going to a shootout. It's still tied at 3. The shootout's going to decide this thing. You can't ask for anything more in this game. It was the first OT. We didn't get a goal. It's still 3-3, just like it was after 2. And now we go to a shootout. It's going to be Michael Hrabal against Jakub Fowler. Fowler getting the back-to-back starts because there was a flu bug. Trey Augustine couldn't make the start. Seamus Casey wasn't there for the United States on defense, so Eric Polkamp drew in the lineup. I thought he did quite well. This has been the best game of the tournament right now. And we can say that right now, and I can label it as an instant classic. 2024 World Juniors Day 4. This is Group B. Again, Canada and Sweden probably getting underway. The United States coverage will not cut until they finish because they got it on the NHL Network. Again, you can catch this on the TSN side, but this game is going into a shootout. We will see who goes first. So there's 5 rounds, and if it's still tied after 5, you kind of think of it as the TJ Oshie rules. Remember when it was in Sochi, and it was called TJ Sochi when he went after every time? You can do that after 5 rounds if it's still tied, but it's a 5-round shootout. So we will see who goes first. I would imagine for Czechia, I'm taking Yiri Kulich, the Buffalo Sabres player. He's had a nice game. I remember calling his name a lot last year for Czechia, and he had a great game as well on that side last year. The referees and Zebras are getting it squared away. We will see what happens here on both sides. I think they're taking a puck flip or a coin flip to see who's going to get the first chance to take in a shootout, who wants to go. So the United States looks like they're going to start, and we'll be getting underway. A little bit of Zamboni here for a fresh ice. Rutger McGroarty may be the first shooter, the captaincy for the United States. I would like to see that work on the first line here. It looks like the United States got a little silenced in their first line in comparison to everybody else as far as from what I'm seeing. I would give the edge to Becher, Sapovaliv, and Kulich on that first line over Snuggerud, Gauthier, and Rutger McGroarty. But the third line for Ryan Leonard, Will Smith, and Gabe Perreault played pretty good, but Rymon and Stancl canceled them out with the first goal of the game. So pretty even on both sides. So it is a shootout. John on here with you for the NHL Network coverage of World Junior Championships Group B. Fowler getting a little extra sets of reps. Who is going to be in goal on Sunday? That's what I wonder after that. Is Augustine going to be able to make the start against Slovakia, or is Fowler going to have to play 3 straight games? You don't want him to get a little bit tired. Again, if the United States find a way to win this one, you would feel pretty good about their chances to advance in the group stage. If they don't win this one, they might have to get a must-win against Slovakia or put themselves in a dangerous portion where they're going to have to play against a tough opponent. But as it stands right now, regardless of the United States wins, Slovakia will be first in the group because they won all their games in regulation. This is the first one they needed OT. This is the first one that's needed a shootout, as we're letting everybody else get a couple extra sips of water and get everything squared away right now. We are waiting for the start of the shootout. I will be here until this game is done. This just feels like an instant classic game. 1-1 after 1, 3-3 after 2. It was 3-3 after 3, and now we go to the shootout. So I am going to go ahead and make sure that I type this into my notes as far as everything else that we see. And we will see momentarily who goes first in this shootout and who scores. Lane Hudson wouldn't be a bad one, as we're looking at a chance to get the C to him for him to skate a little bit. I'm tongue-tied myself. It's a little bit early in the morning. I'm not a lot of sleep. I apologize. It's an opportunity maybe to look and see who is going to go for both of these teams. So I'll keep my windows open here, and I'll just scroll through the lines as far as what we got, so that way I can mark at the same time of what we might see for the rosters. So nothing in the overtime, nothing in the third period. We are still tied at 3. We are waiting on the shootout to start. Again, 5 rounds. The best of 5 on that side, and if we don't get anything after the 5 rounds and it's still tied, then anyone can go as much as they want. Those are the rules. We looked at the long board. Everybody else is kind of chewing on their fingernails, a little bit of LeBron James type of deal. We do see Fowler in the goal crease. We do see Hrabal on the other side here for Team Czechia. And it looks like we might start to get underway here. I think the United States won the coin toss as far as the shootout, and they've elected to go first. So for Patrik Augusta's squad and for Carl's squad on the other side, what will they elect to do? Hrabal going to go to his goal crease. So Team Czechia And Team United States, we've done a resurface. We've got everything all squared away. Cutter Gauthier will be the first to go on the first line. Can he give the United States the lead in the shootout? 3-3 after 3-0 in the OT. Let's go to a shootout. Gauthier has it near the right side dot off his forehand. He gets blocker denied by Hrabal. Closes the 5-hole, and Czechia can start it. The X is put on the board, and we will see what happens here for Czechia. If they score, it'll put the United States in a hole here. Who was going to get this? Edward Chalet. And on the shootout against Fowler. Chalet, forehand, backhand, and he does not score. He might have hit the left side post. I'm not really sure how he missed that one. Fowler had no chance of making the save. He bit too early. It looks like it might have caught his left pad off the tippy toe. Man, oh man, that was as lucky as could be. Here's an opportunity. They didn't even show the shooter. Here's a chance. And this is Snuggerud that gets denied. So Chalet didn't score. Gauthier and Snuggerud didn't score against Hrabal. And he missed it near the top left post. And what's going to happen now? Here's an opportunity for Melovsky on that side on the second line today. Melovsky, forehand. Slow up backhand. Great stop by Fowler. As he reached out, made the save, he sprawled. And after 2 rounds, we don't have a goal yet. Again, it's best of 5 in this shootout. So we're entering the 3rd round. We're still scoreless in the shootout. Ryan Leonard, can he do it? He's going near the left circle now. Leonard, forehand, backhand, lost the puck. He lost the handle, didn't get a shot there. And in the 3rd round, we're waiting for Czechia to see if they can draw first blood in the shootout. One too many moves out of the UMass product. Yuri Kulich, can he do it? The Buffalo Sabres product. Forehand scores! Kulich rips it, bottom left corner, and Czechia has the lead in the shootout. Kulich had daylight, and he ripped that thing, and the Buffalo Sabres have got to be very happy with that. Here's an opportunity now for the United States. Backhand, forehand, shot fake, and Hudson gets denied. That means if Czechia scores right now, they will win this game 4-3 and take it in a shootout. It must be stopped here for Fowler, or it's done. Becher has an opportunity to win the game. If he scores, it's over. Becher, backhand, stopped by Fowler. The United States in their last gasp here. What is going to happen now? The United States, they've got to find a way to score here. Who's going to do it? Perreault, he's got to score. Perreault scores! He keeps it alive for the United States in the 5th round. And now Czechia must respond or we will continue. He up-faked it, a little no-deke right in between the legs, a little Nikita Kucherov. And Perreault keeps it going. Sapovaliv, he can win it though. Backhand, forehand, stop by Fowler. And we go to the extra rounds. Man, oh man. That was a great save. Perreault, he had to do it. And he got it done. So Perreault and Kulich got the goals. We're in round 6. Anybody can go now. You might as well just go with Kulich. He's the one that's got it done. I think we will, both teams get a chance. Kulich now. This is his 2nd chance. Kulich, he gets denied by Fowler. And I believe the United States can win this thing. It is sudden death, I think. But correct me if I'm wrong here on the WJCs now in the extra rounds. Let's see what happens. So Perot, he's going to go again. Perot for the win. Has an opportunity back and forehand. Stopped by Hrabal. We go to another extra round. So again, now that we are on the extras, both teams get a chance. The United States get denied. Perot went twice. Kulich went twice. They both scored once. Who is going now? It's Chalet. One more time. Round 7. Again, if Czechia scores, United States have to answer or this is over. Chalet, forehand. He gets denied with the glove hand. And now the United States has a chance to win it. We continue this back and forth. Round 7 of the shootout. If the United States score, they win this game. Who is going to take it? We will get a chance to see now. United States, backhand, forehand, scores! Isaac Howard wins it for the United States in the 7th round of the shootout. 4-3 final. The United States take it in an instant classic. It was the first game that needed overtime. The first game that needed a shootout. And in the 7th round of the shootout, Isaac Howard gets it done, and the United States take the game. What a contest this was, and we're glad to bring it to you. I cannot wait into the quarterfinals on Tuesday. Your final score, 4-3, Isaac Howard wins it in the 7th round of the shootout. Man, oh man, what a game this was. The best game of the tournament, the Stars and Stripes taking in the extras. Isaac Howard as the fans rise to their feet. So again, the quarterfinals will start on Tuesday. We have a couple more games set up, Saturday and Sunday. Sunday ends the group stage. Fowler's got to feel good. Man, he did the job, especially in the shootout. The United States takes it. So the United States are off till 6 a.m. Eastern against Slovakia. Slovakia still leads the group, even though the United States, they won in the shootout. So again, that gives them one less point, but not going to care about that at this point. If they can beat Slovakia, they can win this group stage. That is what's set right now. At least they've won every game. This one went into OT. So before I leave you, we will leave you with the player of the game right now for both squads before we play the line. So this will be Bears on that side. Number 10, Anna Bears gets player of the game. And who do you give it to on the other side for the United States? Do you go with Ryan Leonard? Do you go with an opportunity here for Isaac Howard, who got the first goal of the game and the shootout winner? Who are we taking? It's going to be, looks like, Lane Hudson is going to get player of the game. He's going to get the TSO watch. So this was a fantastic game. We will get the national anthem, and we will leave you here. I know they will cut in between Canada and Sweden in the World Juniors. I think they won't cut all the way until they get some U.S. post-game as well. But man, oh man, guys, that was a hell of a lot of fun. It was the best game of the tournament. Glad to be able to get up early with you, watch this one. This was so much fun. I can only hope that the United States can find a way to the quarterfinal, the semi, to the final, and continue this journey. As we get the Stars and Stripes, the flag is being raised, and we get the national anthem. What a contest this was. Again, the United States will take it in a shootout. They win 4-3. Isaac Howard gets the game winner in the 7th round of the shootout. And if it wasn't for Gabe Perot, he was last gasp for the United States in the 5th round. Again, it goes to 5 rounds. He had to score to continue the shootout. He did. Isaac Howard finished it in the 7th round as we're getting the national anthems right now. So before I leave you, we know that we will close it out Sunday morning. I will not be here for that game because I have the Waterford Sharks ascent with the Muskegon Voyagers tomorrow at 6:30 Eastern. But again, guys, ultimately, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate it. This has been a lot of fun. I will see you for the World Juniors one more time on Tuesday. USA, says Kirk. No doubt, my man. A gigantic win against Czechia, exercising a couple demons from a couple years ago when Czechia knocked them out to even stop them from medaling. They got one more game in group play. That's Slovakia, 6 a.m. Eastern on Saturday. Again, your scoreboard before I leave you today. It is Slovakia beating Norway 8-4. They lead Group B. And on the other side, Finland gets a win over Latvia. Haven't scored yet, 4-0. USA wins 4-3 in the shootout over the Czech Republic. And 14 minutes in to the first period, Canada and Sweden are goalless. So that'll be the one that I watch as I'm typing this up. But we'll close out. United States, they win this one in a shootout. We'll see you Tuesday for a quarterfinal matchup. Peace, everybody. It was a 4-3 final over the Czechs.
Across the road, the other ring. Let's get you to Canada, Sweden right now.